This down here. Okay, alright. Hi, I'm Nova Minokawa, your fallen star rising to the top of your hearts, and sorry for that borked opening there. You know, we just gotta get into the swing of things. It's been a while since I've played this, so you let me know if you can hear me on top of the desktop audio, if I need to make it louder, or whatever. So help me out here, guys. If something's wrong, say something. Also, I think my chat is borked in OBS, so I'm going to be looking at something else. Not sure what's going on today. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay, now I can see stuff. All right, let's continue. Yeah, it's very quiet right now, so let's see how the voices go. Where am I? Okay, 8:22, that looks right. Okay, this music sounds pretty loud. Everything okay? I'm gonna turn it down for myself, actually. Man, I can't even remember what we did last in this game, so let's just continue and see if this jogs my memory. Ready for tonight's session with the Senora Deste. I forget how to say her name. Okay, let's see. I don't know if we... I don't remember her progress. Let's see.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're making some good progress.
Okay, good progress.
That is wonderful. Remember, though, that the road to inner peace is not a straight line.
True enough. I like to say I didn't make my path. Nature did.
Samuel, you have the makings of a poet.
Well, I have been reading poetry almost every night.
Oh, I meant it more literally. When I was walking in the woods, I just walked where the land led me.
Voices are good. Great. Hi, Amasha. Welcome. Let me make myself a tiny bit smaller. Put there, right over there. And oh wait, chat. Where is chat? There you are. I've had to reapply the game, unfortunately. Let's put you guys right here. I think you can stay there, just a little smaller. Listening while you do some dishes sounds good.
But you see, this is a wonderful metaphor. If there is a valley between two mountains, that is the path nature takes us on. We often choose to climb the mountain instead when the easier path is made for us. Your experience guides your intuition more than you might expect, my friend.
Guess it's that peasant wisdom the Senora mentions.
Yes, the peasant wisdom.
Be careful with the labeling, my friend.
Oh, right.
I didn't mean it in a bad way. I ain't ashamed of being a peasant. I'm just folks, as we like to say.
Just folks, good folks.
I can see why the Senora has become quite fond of you. Are you prepared for your session with her?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think with our progress, there might be some other distortions to focus on. Let me think.
She did start warming up to us. I think we gave her a compliment, and she, really ran with it. And then Andromachos was shipping us with her. He said, you can't, but, well, can you imagine? Okay, so labeling for sure. Yes, she has a control fallacy. She disqualifies the positive of herself. Oh, definitely always right. And let's see, what would be a good extra thing for her? Maybe, should statements is kind of an easy one to do. Maybe I could do that one. Blaming is a new one that might be interesting to do. I don't think this game really punishes you if you don't choose all of the big major ones. You're just only able to do the ones that shows up. So, I don't know. Maybe blaming. Let's just try it.
All right, locked and loaded.
And of course, I got my little horsey notebook over here to refer to.
The people of your country have so many colorful phrases having to do with firearms. I do not understand the obsession.
I can't explain it neither.
I shall leave you alone with the Senora, Samuel.
Here she
Howdy, Senora.
comes!
Good to see you tonight.
You are looking forward to seeing me.
Don't take that in any particular way.
Well, sure I was. You're an interesting person, Senora. It's a privilege to get to know you.
I suppose you have learned something of manners yourself. I thought a lot about the things we talked about last time, you know.
Okay, and hopefully it's good.
Oh, yeah? What about exactly?
About how foolish I was
Oh, boy.
for wasting my time for so long fighting against reality.
Foolish. Let's call that labeling.
Senora,
Woo!
what's calling yourself foolish doing for you? You're a principled lady. That ain't foolishness.
All right, right off the bat. Almost the first thing she says.
What else do you call a woman who forever fights with reality?
If I want to be literal, I'd call her a fighter. It's a better label than fool.
Oh, perhaps it is my despair speaking.
Yeah, she's depressed.
Would that I had listened to the simpletons in my life earlier.
Can I just say that's labeling again? Or I just want to review blaming again, just because that's a pretty broad sort of label that I want to make sure I'm getting exactly right. Oh, blaming. All right. Opposite of personalization. Instead of everything about us, act like it's all about someone else. When we can't admit contributing to. Okay, so yeah, definitely not blaming. I remember a lot of blaming stuff when we were doing our Sam here. So let's go for labeling.
Maybe you can start by not calling them simpletons.
I meant it as a compliment. I wish I could be a simpleton.
Do you?
I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that.
Yeah.
I mean what I say. Look at me, with my grand plans, my status, my dynasty, and all the pain that they have brought me. Who is the true fool, me or the simpleton?
Well, what if we're not fools or simpletons? What if we're just people being people?
We're just peopling all over the place.
There's a lot of room between worms and gods, Senora.
Again, you prove your pastoral wisdom.
Oh, there she goes. Yeah, she's learning. Everybody, let's give a good clap for her. There you go. She's learning.
Well, I'm glad you've been doing some thinking. You were putting so much pressure on yourself to be the one keeping your family going. I can tell how much it was weighing on you.
I spent so long trying to fix them, trying to transform them into something that they were not. May I talk to you about my ex-husband, Sam?
Oh, yes. Give us the dirt, girl. Tell me.
Of course you can. I know he gave you a lot of grief.
He hurt me deeply, in so very many ways. He was the start of all my delusions because I thought I could fix him.
Ah.
I thought Frankie was the way he was because I was not an ideal wife. That perhaps he would have been faithful if I had been as beautiful or fertile as a Medici.
Looks like something that I can't click on. Let's take a guess as to what we think this one is. I mean, it doesn't seem like she is. Oh, I don't know. Could it be disqualifying the positive? I don't know. Is this really the only clap emoji you have? That's all right.
I know I have been arguing with reality, as you have said, but the idea of a fruitful marriage, sanctified by God, this was the only reality I had.
It really bothers me that her pinky is so long.
But that reality did not match with mine. God could not have blessed both our marriage and riddled Frankie's penis with French diseases.
Riddled his penis.
French diseases?
We used to call syphilis the malfrance.
Ooh, is that real?
Diseases don't belong to any nationality. You sound like a certain politician from back home.
Well, she said... Oh, well, I guess she still called them French diseases. What? Wait, huh? Wait, who's... Okay, I gotta put on my, freaking thing that allows me to zoom in, because it's so funny. Is this just game capture? 1 second. Maybe that's right. Let's find out. Nope, that doesn't do it. Give me a second. There we go. There we go. All right. Who can this be? When was this game made?
Do not insult me. Have I not suffered enough with my husband's disgusting malady? It was a painful lie to live. I could only conclude from my sorrow that God was testing me. Endlessly.
Blaming God? No.
The Senora
Okay.
was seeking a justification for her feelings, and I believe she found one.
Okay.
It was a painful lie to live. I could only conclude from my sorrow that God was testing me. Endlessly.
Okay, let me look at always right, even though it might be control fallacy. I don't know. Let's see, is it farther back? Well, it wasn't blaming. Always right. In the heat of the moment, we get so worked up, feel everything we say is correct. Disagreements have nuance. I don't know. Maybe this is control fallacy.
I want
Yes.
to challenge you on something there. That sounds like a kind of hopeless statement. Like you're doomed to keep being tested on God's terms.
Blaming, I guess, doesn't apply to God.
Perhaps it was hopeless. As you said, Isabella d'Este and Francesco Gonzaga could not change their natures.
That's true, but here's the thing. Does that mean you were doomed, or were you just doomed on God's terms? I think this just needs a little reframing. I know you were dealt a rough hand, but doesn't necessarily mean you were being tested. Sometimes we just gotta make do with the hand we got. What I'm suggesting is that then and now, a radical acceptance approach could have helped you.
What do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean, Sam? You could have been polyamorous. No. Could have a secret arrangement. You could have become a nun. I never know about these things. I'm gonna say
You
this
could have
one.
had some sort of secret arrangement. That was pretty common back then, right?
I guess he's saying, like, these are all things that could have happened. I don't know.
Oh, we did have a secret arrangement. The arrangement was that he kept secrets from me and I pretended not to know about them.
Yeah, that sounds like the time.
Had you ever considered talking about it?
I could not. You do not know what it was like back then. A woman, even one such as I, was always subject to her husband. I did not have a say in his affairs. I had to play the part of the good wife and mother. You must understand, I only earned my significant power by playing the societal game.
Yeah.
But he knew you were aware of his indiscretions, didn't he?
It was hard to deny when he approached me with that rotten thing between his legs.
Ugh. What did it look like? Wrong answers in the chat.
So why not bring the issue out in the open?
Great question, Sam. I don't know. He's kind of making it seem too easy, but I don't know. Let's hear him out.
He would have become angry, I am sure. Perhaps he would have beaten me and taken away the privileges I had worked so hard to earn.
Could have been.
Perhaps it is pointless to tread over the past again and again. What has happened has happened. It has been nearly 5 centuries. I should not let the past haunt me so.
Shouldn't statement. It's not on here, though.
If I am true, Sam, I am still very angry about all the lies I was told. I may be harboring some resentment.
It's very, very, what's the word? Observant of one's behavior. You don't know if you want to answer that? Fair enough. I won't force you.
You don't say.
You will understand when I tell you of Frankie's greatest cruelty.
Tell me.
I will tell you that the man, for all his fighting spirit,
I knew
had
it.
very weak sperm. For he could not sprout a male seed in my womb.
Do I have to cover this one out? Sorry. So, who is then her son? Who fathered her son? I don't really want to say disqualifying the positive, but could be blaming. She resents him not giving her a son, and fertility issues can. I don't know if they knew who was to blame back then. I mean, certainly they blamed the woman for quite some time, so maybe this.
Hold on, are you really blaming your husband's sperm for your having girls?
Oh wait, she had girls. Okay, but she had a son at some point, right? I don't remember her having girls.
It could not have been my fault.
Well, technically, that is true, right? Like, doesn't like women have X chromosomes and then men have XY. I know it's more complicated than that. This is just my basic understanding of it. So, like, the only way a male can happen is if, like, the Y split from the man. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Senora, even I know it's just luck of the draw.
I mean,
I think
yes.
you know that too.
So this is true. But, like, it couldn't have been her fault either, though. I'm going to say all ginger root. Thank you. That's really funny. That's really good, because I've had dried up old ginger sitting in the fridge. My distant recollection of high school biology says you're right, but what do I know? Yeah, that's basically what I know too. Could be wrong. Let me know if I am.
Fine. Perhaps I just wanted to insult Frankie. But I will continue. My first child was a girl. I could not have been more embarrassed. Or so I thought. Until I had my second child, who was also a girl.
No! Girl, no! I mean, girl, yes! Come on. No! Also, you have a really terrible perception about men, but you still wanted men. That's just the time, I suppose.
I will tell you, Sam. I was a young woman in mourning. I did not emerge from my chambers for weeks.
It's so sad. Can you imagine? I guess we'll use her as an example. Just her mother was disappointed because she had a girl. God.
The next time, finally, I had a boy. My beautiful Federico. He was such a charming child. He would entertain me so with his clownish behavior.
Ugh, this boy mom.
May I show you a picture, Sam?
I do want to see the picture, though.
Well, sure, let's take a look.
Look at
this
him.
guy.
Isn't he beautiful? He could have been a movie star or a model today, don't you think?
Sure.
Admit it. He is the most handsome boy who ever walked this cursed earth.
Has anybody ever, shoved pictures of their child to you and, gushed over them? And you're like, yep, that sure is a child. What does he have? What is that? It's like a pen? Oh, no, it's a sword. It's the pommel of a sword. It looked like a pumpkin. Go on, Sam.
Why am I asking you? What do you know of beauty? Anyway, I gave all of myself to him. All my guidance, all my wisdom, and all of my love.
All the love and none for the girls.
Everyone said, you are doting on him. Give him some air. How dare they tell me my business? I am Isabella d'Este. I know what is right.
Always right.
Senora, I'm sure you knew what was best for your son, but ain't it possible that those people might have been able to help you?
It really depends. Some people are a little too sharing with their parental advice, but sure, you know what? I believe that she needed this. She needed some.
It's lonely work when you feel like you can't listen to anyone else.
Are you telling me how I should have raised my son?
No, ma'am.
I got a better sense of self-preservation than that, Senora. But you gotta admit, this Nosferatu thinking of being always right is pretty exhausting, ain't it?
Always right. I don't have Nosferatu.
Oh, that is true. And as it turned out, pointless.
Yeah, something, I think some business with her son and, like, the person he married, perhaps, or he was kind of sleeping around. I think that's what happened.
It did not matter in the end. Frankie, in his supreme foolishness, managed to get himself captured by the French.
Oh, I forgot about that.
He ransomed himself out of prison with something more precious than all the gold in Venezia, more valuable than the Pope's seat.
What was it?
He sold my son, my beautiful Federico.
Wait, so her husband... I'm getting confused here.
Dang.
My bad.
That must have been devastating, Senora. I can't imagine how painful that must have been.
No, you cannot. For you will never be a mother to a son so beautiful, so intelligent, and so pure.
Maybe all my memories of her family are not right. I thought her son grew up. I need to review this again.
But that was not the end of my pain. It was not enough to take my son away. Not content to merely break me, the French, as always, needed to corrupt.
I have no idea what this one is supposed to be. Maybe it's like personalization or something. Either way, it's not on my bar.
They sent my sweet Federico to a den of filth, a place where chastity went to die, straight to the crossroads of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Okay, so this is where he grew up and became quote-unquote corrupted, sleeping around? Am I getting this right?
They sent him to the Vatican.
No, I didn't. Never mind.
The Vatican? Seems like that'd be a pretty boring place for a boy to spend time.
This was Rodrigo Borgia's Vatican. It was a city of prostitutes and perverts, and he was their mayor.
Perverts.
My poor Federico. He was a boy of a certain age. I could not have prepared him for the temptations he encountered.
Ew. You were never gonna make your boy stay a virgin, I'm sorry to say.
When he finally returned to me, he was no longer Isabella d'Este's child. He was the child of Francesco Gonzaga, an experienced whoremonger in his own right.
What is this one? Probably labeling.
Hold on a sec. No longer your child? You can't think that's true. You raised that boy, and there's no way he could forget you. Maybe he got up to shenanigans out there in the Vatican, but you're only hurting yourself by erasing your influence on him.
I trained him perfectly, and when he came back, all evidence of my upbringing was erased.
Now be honest. Did he lose everything you taught him?
No. He still had an appreciation of art, for which he had some taste. And he had some political acumen, I suppose.
I'm not saying you should forget what happened to your son. That would be pretty unrealistic. But give yourself some credit for the influence you had, huh?
Yeah, I wonder what influence she would accredit. Well, I guess the art stuff she's saying, and the political acumen.
You are kind, Sam. Thank you. But it is hard to forget the child who returned to me.
I don't think he's saying forget the person who came back to you. It's just kind of saying like this, her actual son died, and this other person born from her son came back, and he came out wrong.
I am a man now, mother, he would say. I do not have to listen to you. And indeed, he did not. Which is why he died of syphilis, just like his depraved father. He did not even have the courtesy to wait until I was dead.
You didn't listen to me. So you have sex, you're gonna STD and die. Whatever. What was that from? Is that like that movie something A? You know what I'm talking about?
Now do you
Was it from that
understand why I prefer the illusion of truth and beauty I try to bring to art?
A musical? Is that where it's from? Okay, yeah. Easy A is what I was thinking of, but maybe that's not where the quote came from.
My mother told me when my marriage was young, Isabella, you must pretend that all is as it should be. The truth is dark, but you must maintain your own.
We must pretend like nothing's wrong, because that way everything will be better?
I hate to say it, Senora, but I think your mama was spouting a few should statements of her own. Keeping up that illusion must have been draining.
Oh, you were thinking about, Mustaine, about the plague, or something similar, yeah.
That is why I tried to create my own illusions. If I depicted love and chastity in their ideal form, I could make that illusion come true.
She's trying to manifest. It wasn't happening. Oh, musical, yeah, sorry.
Well, Senora, if anyone were strong enough to change the world's morality, it might be you.
But the fact is, no one can.
But I think you know the truth is that you don't have that kind of control. No one does.
Then why am I here, Sam? Why are any of us here? Are we here to eat, sleep, fornicate, and die?
Yes.
I know a few folk who might say that's why we're here. It's one of them existential questions, ain't it?
At least part of the time.
Here's my take, Senora. I think you're here to be you.
Aw, Sam. Wait, that's not... Wait, sorry, no, that's not what the sound effect I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be a group aww, because I labeled it sad. That's not... My bad.
I certainly hope you have something more intelligent to contribute than that.
Oh, she's not buying it. She's not buying it.
I don't really. Here's the thing, Senora. None of us is gonna change the world overnight, or even in a millennium of nights. But our being here, being ourselves, swings the pendulum in a whole bunch of unknowable ways.
That is a dark interpretation of reality. Are we truly so powerless?
Wow! I want to see disqualifying the positive. Oh,
Isabella
fudge.
sees imperfection as helplessness. Help her see otherwise, my friend.
Okay.
That is a dark interpretation of reality.
Okay,
Are we
control
truly so
fallacy then.
powerless?
What I'm saying, Senora, is not that we're powerless. I'm just saying we ain't gonna change the world on our own. Not everyone's gonna buy what we're selling, but some people are gonna get it. People are still out there talking about the art you brought to the world.
True.
Maybe fellas like me don't know who you are. I bet that nasty pope from your time wasn't your biggest fan. But you can't help but be an influence on people. Just not all people. Ain't that so?
It's true. True. She had a big influence.
I do not know if that is enough for me, Sam.
Oh no. Well, you gotta learn to live with that.
Well, here's what I think we should do, Senora. All them efforts of yours are always facing outward. How about we spend some time on you?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, let's work on the things Isabella D'Este likes. Forget about the rest of the world. What are you putting in your art that's for you and not for anyone else?
Is she creating art though? I think she's just like influencing art though.
Is it a little embarrassing?
What is it? Tell me.
Hush. If you must know,
Is it feet?
it is centaurs. I like centaurs.
No! If anybody knows me, they know I hate centaurs. I don't like centaurs. Okay, so specifically, I don't. She can love what she wants. Just don't show it to me. The problem I have with centaurs is that mostly what centaurs are, the proportions of centaurs, right? It's a body coming out of a neck, okay? That's where the neck's supposed to be. It's just like torso and then another torso. It freaks me out. It's like everybody does a trigger warning on body horror. To me, that's body horror. It's not right.
Hey, I ain't gonna judge. Sometimes I like horses better than people.
Of course you do, Sam. Of course. Of course you would like centaurs. Of course you would.
Yes, well, they are pleasing to look at.
Ah! Of course you like. Yeah, they can talk about centaurs now together. Great.
Now, how about this then? Why don't you pick up a brush and paint yourself up a centaur?
Oh my god. I'll say though, there are some centaurs that I like, the ones that are kind of proportioned a little more, like they treat the legs of the animal as the legs of the person, and it's like not really well, they're gonna have a chest, right? But it almost feels like it's a person in the front with horse legs and then the rest of the horse in the back. You know what I mean? Okay, like look up Centaur World, Wamawink. That feels fine to me. It's like very certain depictions that I don't like. Also, I think that the buy an emo is just 24 hours. No! Well, if you keep watching, you can keep buying them, I guess. Or sub. I don't really want to tell anybody to sub, honestly. I don't think it's really important to us. But, you know, if you love the emotes, go ahead. But, yeah, otherwise, channel points, great way to buy them. Yeah, so I'm just reminding anybody who happens to be here.
I have not attempted to paint for centuries.
Try it.
This is just for you, Senora. No expectations. How's that sound?
I cannot believe I revealed this thing to you.
It's centaurs. I like centaurs.
I'm glad you did. I'm a lucky fella. I get to know an Isabella this day no one else knows.
And I will never say anything about it.
And no one else will know, or I will make you suffer. Capiche?
Capiche? I'd throw you in the sea with the fishes, Mr. Cowboy Man.
You got a deal, Senora. I'm here to be supportive, that's all.
Oh, and don't forget Andromachus, who's listening this entire time. Like, is that ethical? Do people know that he's here? He's also listening to these conversations?
I hope that when you come back next month, we'll be having a nice conversation about you finding your muse.
Yes, perhaps. Very well, Sam. I do not understand your ways, but I cannot deny you have a certain untamed wisdom.
Untamed. Raw. Uncut. Your therapy session may be recorded for quality assurance purposes.
I shall attempt to paint a centaur. This is not what I expected from therapy, but I shall do as you suggest.
Is she gonna draw me as a centaur? I hope she draws Sam as a centaur. I hope we see that.
I shall see you in 4 weeks then. Arrivederci, Sam.
Arrivederci.
Oh yeah, see you soon, Senora. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Goodbye.
Well, Samuel, you never cease to impress. Centaurs.
You're not supposed to say anything, Andromachos. Andy, you know what she'll do.
I don't think you're supposed to know about that, boss.
He knows everything. He's been listening this whole time. He's been here the whole time.
I am 3,000 years old, my friend. Horse people are somewhere at the very tip of my kinky iceberg. It is already forgotten.
Horse.
Well, the Signora's pretty embarrassed about it, so I'd appreciate it if you kept it to yourself.
Signora Deste is wise to put her faith in you, Sam.
Good for him.
I will gently remind you that relationships between therapists and clients are highly discouraged.
Why does he keep thinking? Listen, he's saying that for himself because Sam, I don't think, is interested in all, but Andy just cannot help shipping these two.
Oh, come on, Andy. It ain't like that. Signora Deste is just... You're messing with me.
Of course I am. Unless...
Oh, he did the thing. Unless...
All right, you know what? I'm going downstairs. I could use a drink.
Well earned, Samuel. Please, rest in peace.
He writes fan fiction about them, I'm sure.
Poor Signora. That lady's holding on to a lot of anger. Reminds me of myself as a young vampire.
He ain't got much else to do.
Pretty hot in here tonight. I think I'll get some air. Maybe I can get to know Bert a little better.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked to him since like the first session.
Hey Bert, how's the crowd tonight?
He has so many wrinkles, but not really his muscles. Look at him. Look at his leathery face.
Same old, huh? So, what do you think of Leipzig, Bert? Real fascinating architecture here.
Nah.
Hey, not everyone's into architecture, I get it. So what do you do for fun here? More of a homebody, I guess. Yeah, I'm a little introverted too. Spent 90 years walking in the woods, you know.
He must have become a cryptid.
Yeah, there's nothing I like better in nature. The trees, the plants, the animals. The cities just seem so dead at night.
Cryptid Sam!
I can tell I'm interrupting. Well, nice talking to you anyway, Bert. I'm gonna head inside.
Have fun, mate.
Whoa!
Hey, Crimson, how's the crowd?
Have fun.
Hey, cowboy. Bit busy tonight, but how'd your session go?
Good.
No, I think this lady's starting to realize what she can't control, which is a lot. She's still mad as hell about it, but I think we're getting closer to acceptance.
I'm mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore!
I know how she feels, cowboy. I feel like I wasted years of my life in DC trying to make the world a better place. But it sounds like you are making progress to me. She's got time to make her peace. That's what Andy says about you vampires.
Yep, that's true. We can take 40 years or 400, but that's up to us.
In the meantime, I'll whip something up for a hot summer night.
Yummy. That looks good. I know it's
What's
blood,
this now?
but still.
Blood margarita. Figured a hot-blooded desperado like you could use something cold.
Oh, mighty kind of you, Crimson. I'll let you get back to work and take this up to my coffin for a quiet night.
Damn it, now I want those drinks. Yeah, me too. I love a good fun drink. Not really alcoholic, but just like fun drinks in general.
Night, Sam.
That was a quick one.
What'll help me reflect on the night? I think there's something Omar Khayyam once wrote that I can look up.
Or I can watch people bonking each other on the head.
Or I could watch Buster Keaton almost get himself killed a bunch.
Watch a man abusing himself for fun. No, I'll read the poetry.
Well, one of my transcendentalist friends told me about this one. I ain't too good with poetry, but this piece always stuck with me.
Oh, wait, look! It's the headshot. We kept it. I didn't notice that. We kept Edmund's headshot. What is this picture? I can't... Hold on, let me try to zoom in even more. Do. Zoom in even closer here. Oh, it looks like he's on the internet. He's just posing in front of a computer. Huh. Well, that's nice. All right, let me adjust the script. Okay.
The moving finger writes, and having writ, moves on. Nor all thy piety nor wit shall lure it back to cancel half a line, nor all thy tears wash a word out of it. Funny how people in far-off places and times always had some similar perspectives. Omar's right. You can't change the past. Life moves forward. I think that's enough for one night. Better get me some shut-eye. Got the feeling my work's gonna get harder before it gets easier.
Who's next? Is it, Medi? Perhaps? I forget who was after.
My dear Samuel, greetings. How are you feeling tonight?
Probably his first internet connection.
Honestly, I'm feeling a little like a horse who's about to be ridden by a big old fella.
Huh? What? What? Andy, I know you're gonna say something.
I am not certain I comprehend your meaning. Have you met a special someone, my friend?
What? No, it ain't that. I mean, I'm feeling a little on edge. Edmund's coming in.
Ah, our favorite guy, Edmund.
Aha, our actor friend. What about him has you nervous, Sam?
Oh, he's gonna ride me like a horse.
He's just a lot to deal with. I find myself a little drained after our sessions.
Him.
Ah, yes. Challenging the reality distortion fields of those with narcissistic tendencies is taxing.
Notice how he says narcissistic tendencies and he has not diagnosed him with narcissism. I feel like, at least in the modern day, nowadays you kind of hear people throwing around the word narcissist and just like labeling a person a bad person because they have the tendencies. But, you know, being a narcissist itself isn't necessarily makes you a bad person. You could be. But just because you have the diagnosis doesn't mean that you are a bad person. This is something I've come to learn. They throw the word around for sure, but like it's a diagnosis for a reason. Yeah, it's a diagnosis for sure. But I think this is a better way to like address something rather than just. I mean, he is a therapist. He could probably diagnose this person, but you know, when it's just like the average person just kind of throwing it around. Yeah, labeling, there you go.
I know, but if I'm here doing this therapist thing, I should help him one way or another.
Ah, remember your own distortions. You are under no obligation to help Edmund. If helping him drains you, remember that you do not have to aid him.
Interesting. That's true. Like, it's your job, but also he can take the clients he wants.
Yeah, you're right. I still want to try, though. I want to see if I can help him.
Yeah, there you go.
I shall not stand in your way then. Have you an idea of what distortions he might be exhibiting tonight?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Let's see. Ooh, let's see. Well, he's always right, apparently. I think blaming for sure. Perhaps emotional reasoning, and let's go for, I don't know, overgeneralization, should statements, mind reading, control fallacy. He has a lot of these, honestly. Let's say mind reading.
I think that should cover it.
I wish you peace and patience, Samuel. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Andy. Edmund, amigo, how's it hanging?
Oh boy. All right.
To the left and most proudly, my dear boy.
I knew it. I knew it.
Indeed, tonight I sit before you victorious. Thy gentle prodding hath guided me back to the womb of creation.
Okay, so last time we told him to become a YouTuber. He's gonna record his own stuff, put it on the internet so his audience finds him.
Do I want you to spell that out for me?
The stage, good sir, the stage. For if all the world's a stage, then the stage is where humanity is born.
Oh, yeah, I guess that must be true. So what are you saying? You nabbed some kind of juicy role?
Not just any role. Nay, I have been given the opportunity to once again subvert the audience's expectations.
I showed my hole. I'm so sorry, guys.
Though it was thy tender words that cleared the mists of doubt from my mind and reminded me that I belong to the stage, not to the audience.
Okay, no. He wouldn't show his hole if it was for the audience. Sorry.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Eddie. Tell me all about it. What's been going on?
Do you remember the advice you gave me when last we met?
Yes. His voice sounds a little different, like, or maybe I'm just noticing sort of the recording booth tinniness of the sound.
I told you to film yourself doing some acting, right? How'd that go?
I did as you suggested. I set up a camera, and for no one but myself, I became the Dane.
The Dane.
Marmaduke?
Hamlet, my dear boy, Hamlet. I watched the great Edmund Kean inhabit the bard's greatest role once again, and in him I saw humanity pure, naked, and true. It was akin to pornography, albeit far more revealing. That Edmund Kean, I told myself, he and only he could produce something so beautiful.
Do I say it? No. Okay. Always right? Personalization. Let me read again. It's always good to review your notes. Personalization. That's what people are actually out to get us. No, that's not it. All right. Emotional reasoning. Let's review. Feelings alone don't define the world. Okay, I'm gonna say always right. No!
Edmund's belief that he is the center of the world is persistent, isn't it, Samuel?
It was akin to
Okay,
pornography.
emotional reasoning.
albeit
Let's go back.
far
Let's
more
go back.
revealing.
Did I read the wrong
That
thing?
Edmund Kean, I
No,
told
no.
myself, he and only he could produce something so beautiful.
Wait just a minute there, Eddie. You're an incredible actor. Everyone agrees on that. But it's a big world out there, and everyone's got their own experiences. We all got capacity to do incredible things. It's a combination of luck, perseverance, and being in the right place at the right time. You ain't a great actor because you're Edmund Kean. You're a great actor because of the things that made you Edmund Kean.
Okay, reframing.
You toy with the fates and flirt with pedantry, my dear boy. Oh, it is oft said that an infinite number of monkeys with an infinite number of typewriters and infinite time could produce all the works of Shakespeare, but such a thing is infinitely unlikely.
Well, isn't that a new word of the day calendar word here?
If you will permit me to continue, to watch myself act without an audience was simply rapturous.
I think this is what we were trying to get him to do, though.
I am not ashamed to admit that I did weep. I wept for the stage, that I deprived it of my greatness on account of my own misplaced dread. I have been a cream-faced loon, a devout coward, and most religious in it. Why should Edmund Kean fear any audience?
Labeling, perhaps? A cream-faced loon, huh?
You spoke truly. Edmund Kean bared his chest to all the slings and arrows of an unappreciative audience and was somehow surprised when they hit their mark. The Edmund Kean that you see before you is armored in love of the craft that no arrow may penetrate, and so casts aside the cloak of cowardice.
What are you saying?
To think, I feared mortal directors. I feared the audition and the criticism that would come afterward. I feared the cast list, bereft of Edmund Kean. But to you I give thanks. For can a mortal director know my brilliance? Nay, they're all clay-brained guts and mouldy rogues. Their disrespect for the craft makes fools of them.
labeling, or what was the one I was thinking of? Perhaps qualifying the positive for them.
I know in my damned soul that the stage is worse off without Edmund Kean, and nothing any mortal director can say will disabuse me of this.
Oh no, he's doubled down. He's not like to take criticisms even more.
Ergo, I did ask myself, Edmund, what is an audition? Is it a trial to overcome? Is a director a god dispensing holy judgment? And I replied, Edmund, do not ask such foolish questions, the answers to which thou knowest well. An audition, my dear boy, is not an opportunity, but an invitation to display the craft before another.
Wow, you sure are talking a while.
So I told myself, why not act, dear boy? And so I did.
So you did an audition, all right, that's great. Did you have fun with it?
Did you kill anyone over it?
You speak so simply, my friend. Fun does not adequately describe the feeling one has when the muse takes over. It is transcendence, an affirmation of purpose, to condense humanity within oneself, if only for a moment. It is an orgasmic experience.
Please don't get my couch wet.
That sounds intense, Eddie. Having an orgasm in front of someone else is pretty brave.
Sam, no! I was joking, Sam.
Oh, but it is freeing. A true actor hides nothing.
Wait, did you actually?
The director, she told me she had never witnessed such a thing in all her years, few as they were.
What? I'm lost. Someone help me. Did he actually?
I am certain that she thought to herself, is this
Mind reading,
Dionysus
mind reading.
reborn? Why have the fates graced mine eyes with such depth of the human spirit?
Mind reading.
So, how do you know she was thinking that, Eddie? Directors usually just thinking about how they can put on a good show, right?
Oh, thou sweet babe, how
Sweet
little
babe.
thou knowest. The poor lady has only seen a parade of mortals cross her door. How could she be prepared for Edmund Kean?
Oh.
Well, maybe she couldn't be. I'm just saying you're going to be a lot more content if you're dealing with truths. If you go into this assuming she thinks you're a god reborn, how are you going to work together? You both got your jobs. Hers is putting on the show, and yours is lighting up the stage. Reading her mind ain't letting her speak it.
You must ever play the mirth-destroying ninny, mustn't you? Yes, I could not read her mind, I admit it. Art thou satisfied?
It ain't about my satisfaction, Eddie. I'm just making sure you're going into this thing with a clear head.
If you must, but allow me to continue. This time, my friend, I did not have to wait for a cast list at all. You are looking at a leading man once more.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Good. Right? This is good for him, right?
Hey, congratulations, Eddie. That's great. See, I knew you'd get your mojo back if you remembered what made you love the stage in the first place.
Sam, let's wait.
For this, I am eternally grateful, and indeed, I do have an eternity to be grateful. Now I can already hear the calls resounding through the theater. Keen,
Keen, Keen,
give us Keen.
Keen. Everybody, Keen, Keen, Keen. All right, enough of that.
You may want to pick a different name.
Nonsense! They will say Edmund Kean has returned, and be none the wiser as to the accuracy of their statement.
Yeah, I believe it. I don't think anybody's going to be like, look, that guy, he has the same name as that guy from a very long time ago that surely a lot of people have heard of. I don't know. We'll see.
So what's the big role, Eddie?
Ah, we get to the meat of it, unto the very sinew at last. They say that every story is a circle, that we return whence we came. So it is with me. 'Twas tragedy that made me, tragedy that formed me, tragedy that raised me to glory, and tragedy that shall do so once more. I shall play the part of Piero. Piero, the clown who cried. Piero, the mask of the tragedy that is life.
The sad clown.
I ain't familiar.
I believe you are. though you know a far inferior version, the one made famous by that ludicrous creature Grimaldi.
I only know this because of Hey Arnold.
Grimaldi who?
Splud, my dear boy.
Splud.
Do you know nothing of late 18th century English theatre?
No.
They must have skipped that subject in frontier school.
Grimaldi was the other influential actor in London. But whereas I drew out the soul and laid it bare on stage, Grimaldi, in comparison, was a clown, a jester, a funny man.
Gavis Battle.
Grimaldi was an artist, like myself. But where my canvas was the soul, his was the latrine.
Ooh.
When I strode upon the stage, my audience saw all the acts of life play out, in all their woe and joy. Oh, but Joey Grimaldi, the great clown himself, could create bottom noises with his armpit. Yet whose name was on the lips of the adoring public? Not Keen's, no. Not the bard's emissary. Give us the farting clown, they cried. Give us Grimaldi.
Gavis Battle. Gavis Battle.
So you see, my dear boy, for me to play the tragic clown Piero, this is my opportunity to take what Grimaldi stole from me.
What did he steal?
What is he?
He stole my audience.
Blaming.
Eddie, from what you've told me, I don't think you and this Grimaldi fella had the same audience.
Yes.
I don't think anyone showing up for a farting clown show and getting Edmund Keene is going to be too happy, and it'd have nothing to do with you.
But if Grimaldi had not peddled his base filth, my audience would not have waned when it did. They would have been mine.
Mine! Also, look at his eyes. He has a little gold fleck, diamonds when he gets angry. Blaming.
Eddie, I think you're blaming Grimaldi for something that wasn't in his control. Was Grimaldi really trying to steal your audience, or was he just selling something they were buying?
Selling fart noises. Potty humor's pretty popular, it's true. That's why I play the fart reverb as many opportunities that arise.
Of course he was jealous. Why would he not be? If I were a middling actor and saw a young genius rising in the ranks of the Thespian Order, I would be much afeard of him.
Mind reading.
Yeah, that's your thinking, Eddie, not Grimaldi's. You can't know what he was thinking.
Then you are a fool indeed, dear boy. For Grimaldi was the middling actor and I the young genius. It is my insight into character that allows me to see his mind.
You really?
Grimaldi wasn't a character, though, Eddie. He was a person. People are real complicated.
He was a thief and a fool. If not for his cheap entertainment, I would have had the whole of London hanging on my every word.
The whole of London.
And if the sun didn't shine, we could go out during the day. Come on, Eddie, the world ain't waiting on you. Grimaldi had his audience and you had yours. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I know, I'm sorry.
Perhaps, though I weep bitter tears to think the people so base. And I weep for myself, my dear boy. The riches and fame he received should have been mine. And would have been, had the fates not cursed me with his birth.
Oh boy, that's quite a statement here. Okay. I think this one's emotional reasoning or personal. I always get them mixed up. No, not emotional reasoning. Personalization, perhaps. Assume things happen because of us. Yeah, let me try that.
The fates cursed you with Grimaldi's birth? I don't think baby Grimaldi was thinking too much about you, my friend.
Baby Grimaldi.
Well, no, he wasn't. He was 11 years my senior.
Wait, he was older? Oh my god.
So maybe he was cursed with your birth then.
Ooh.
You delight in making me play the part of the fool, don't you?
The point I'm trying to make is that making things about Grimaldi versus Keene ain't doing you any favors.
There is some truth in your words. Why should I lower myself to his level? I am no flatulent jester. I am Edmund Keene.
Yes.
And mark my words, my boy. I shall cast Joseph Grimaldi from the Thespian Order. When I play Piero the Clown, Wikipedia shall forget all about that fool.
Wikipedia shall forget. Let me. I don't. Control fallacy, perhaps.
You see, my dear boy, I have already calculated my triumphant return to the stage. Every move, every word, every expression shall be unassailable. You see, Edmund Keene is never wrong about matters of character.
Always right. This one's he's pretty easy.
I'm glad to hear your confidence, Eddie, but I just want to give you a word or two of caution. Acting's all about humanity, not just Eddie Keene, right?
Eddie Keene. I didn't. When has he been calling him Eddie?
If you don't give yourself a little room to bend, your audience might not see themselves in you.
No one can be as illustrious as Edmund Keene.
Ha! Let them dream their filthy little dreams. If my body is that which draws them in before I spring the theatrical trap, I care not.
I didn't mean that. I just meant that you're drawing some hard boundaries acting-wise. Giving yourself some middle ground ain't a bad thing.
I know you play your part, therapist, as I must play mine. I have heard your cautions. They need not be repeated. Indeed, I doubt our meetings will be necessary any longer.
Oh, he's gonna leave? No more therapy for you?
I must confess to some strong misgivings about you, therapist.
Therapist?
There are times when we speak that I feel exposed, diminutive, and weak, and I can only conclude from those feelings that you are trying to hurt me.
Really? I'm gonna say that. I was gonna say mind reading, but I don't. Is this emotional reasoning? Oop. Act like your feelings represent reality. Okay, yes.
I gotta push you on that, Eddie. You said it yourself. You're jumping from a feeling to reality.
Ooh, haha. Good thing I read my notes like a good little therapist.
I am here to challenge you, yeah. But you're feeling exposed as part of the process. Doesn't mean I'm trying to hurt you.
But there is truth in emotion, my dear boy. Perhaps not the whole truth, but emotions are the seeds from which truth doth grow.
No, not always. Have you ever had a dream where someone close to you did something bad and then you got mad at them because of a dream version of them? There's no reality in that.
Let me be straight with you. I ain't trying to hurt you, Eddie. I'm just trying to make sure you're moving forward with a clear head.
Then perhaps that is where we speak alien languages. As an actor, I must be led by feeling and intuition.
And no logic.
I pity you, my dear boy, that such is beyond your grasp.
Okay.
I got a heart, Eddie. I just try to know when it's lying to me.
Regardless, opening night is a month from now. I doubt you shall see me again, for I shall not need your services.
Okay.
The public thought they knew what a clown was. In a month's time, they will forget Grimaldi and Bozo, and only Keene's clown will remain.
Oh boy. Why does he sound like a villain bent on world domination?
Therefore, why shall I need you? When I have the public's love that I am due, what need will I have for a therapist?
Alright, well, let me tell you, I'm not here to love you either. If you don't need me, you don't need me. You don't need me to help you handle all that fame. You'll need me as emotional support. No, if you don't need me, you don't need me, but you need me.
Hey, if you don't need me, I'm happy. There's lots of folks who can use my help.
I was hoping you would lament my loss more than that.
Why aren't you being sad that I'm dumping you?
Of course I'd miss you, Eddie. You're as interesting a fella as they come. But if you don't need me, I've done my job pretty well.
Ooh, I really liked his accent there, I don't know.
Yes, well, I must admit, your suggestion of filming myself was rather brilliant, and I do owe you my thanks. Do you have any final words of wisdom for me then, dear boy?
Dear boy.
Theatre has lost its popularity because of my absence. When the public takes notice of Edmund Keene once again, how might I prepare myself?
How shall I prepare myself for fame? Mind reading, personalization, I must read again. Oop. Assume things happen because of us. That could be that. Some people actually are out to get us, or we do cause events, but sometimes we're doing personalization.
I just want to remind you, Eddie, that even if you give the greatest performance of all time, people ain't waiting for you. Think about how you felt when you were acting for yourself and not for the audience. Your most important audience member is you, compadre.
Yes. Good. Yes, Sam. Yes, Sam.
Ever the nemesis of mirth art thou, Sam Walls. But there is a little wisdom in what you speak. I shall remember Edmund Kean.
Never forget Edmund Kean. Praise the sun. No! They're vampires!
I suppose, then, that this is goodbye, dear boy.
Unless you're trying to smite Edmund. Then I get it.
You sure you don't want me to keep your session slot open for next month?
There is no need. As you are so eager to help others, please do so. And worry not for Edmund Kean.
Okay.
Tell you what, I'll keep it open just this once. I'll take the night off if you don't show up. Sound good?
What? How reasonable. That's a good plan, Sam.
Then I beg you enjoy a night of simple peace. You shall not see me.
Okay.
I give you thanks. And please, send me a V-mail. I shall arrange theatre tickets for you if you are ever in London.
I'll do that, Eddie. You take care of yourself, you hear?
Pet, 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 pet. Is that grass? Oh, it's touching grass. Okay. That's a good emoji.
I shall be Edmund Kean's greatest advocate. Farewell, therapist. May fortune favor you as it has me.
Why? He just keeps calling me therapist and not my name.
Adios, Eddie.
Do you think he knows my name?
Well, Samuel, it seems you are down one client.
Yeah, I guess so. If he thinks he doesn't need me, I guess I'm doing something right.
You are unsure.
I don't know, Andy. I think that fella's got some more work to do, but he ain't ready to do it yet.
Yeah. 95% chance he forgot your name. Yep, I think so too.
I believe you are correct, Samuel. I did warn you that this was likely to happen with our dear Edmund Kean. Do not consider it a failure of yours. Remember that we are all on our own journeys, and some of us need a little extra time to reach the next stage of that journey.
I wonder if we won't see him again in this game, because I don't, like they've been saying, I don't think he's gonna finish his journey anytime soon. But we'll see. I wonder.
Or in my case, a few thousand years. We cannot control the mind of any other.
Yeah, I suppose that's the way it's gotta be.
Go downstairs and have a drink to fate's whimsical turns. It is that which we cannot control that makes the world so rich and interesting.
Are we ready to bite another person? Let's see.
All right, Andy, that sounds good right about now.
Go then, my friend. The night awaits. Rest in peace.
How's the ads happening?
Well, that was a weird one. I guess it always is with Edmund.
Let me
Half the time
see.
I can't make
What
heads
does
or
it
tails of
say?
what that feller's saying.
When is the next ad? In 3 minutes. Okay. I'll let the ad run in 3 minutes then.
I'll go check in with Crimson
Keep
and
an
see
eye
if
on
she's
it.
got any of her wisdom to share.
Let's finish this up.
How we doing tonight, Crimson?
The drinks are flowing and the blood's pumping. Can't ask for more than that. How are you, Sam?
Well, I had my first client graduate. They quit therapy today.
Congratulations, cowboy. Helped a vampire see the light, huh? How do you feel about it?
Oh, we've been snoozing them? Okay. Oops. Poorly.
I swear this fella's just doubling down on the stuff that's making him unbalanced. He thinks he's gonna make the whole world admire him. I'm afraid he ain't nearly born enough for mass appeal.
Sorry to hear it, Sam. I'm sure he must have gotten something out of talking to you, though.
Well, even if not everyone loves what he's doing, at least he's doing what he loves.
Hey, I'd call that a win, cowboy. Not everyone gets to do what they love.
Sounds like you got some feelings about that.
All right, I'm gonna let you in on a big, dark secret. Maybe even darker than the fact that I drink blood.
I'll hold it with high honor, Crimson.
I liked being a lawyer.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're right. That is dark.
Oh, shut up. I was good, Sam. I fought the good fight, and I knew case law like the back of my hand. The law just moved too slowly for me in the end, and getting cancer made it seem meaningless. Now, I love this place, and I love Andy, but I know I wasn't born to bartend.
Couldn't you
Fair.
practice law in Germany?
You try learning German and tell me how it goes, Desperado.
Oh, come on, it ain't that hard. I've picked up some German already. Ich spreche Deutsch good.
Ooh.
Hold me, Maxie. The cowboy is being once again too cute. I believe I shall burst.
Okay, I'm gonna put us on to ads. They've arrived, and I don't know. They might get crazy. Be back in I think it's 3 minutes. Okay, guys. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. I ran to get a little chocolate for myself. Okay. This couple is always here. Give me a moment.
Cowboy, come with us and we will teach you how to speak sehr good Deutsch.
Come with us.
I think I hear my dinner calling. I'll talk to you later, Crimson.
Oh, okay. We are going with them. All right, all right. Who's next? I guess
Be
both.
gentle with him, you two.
Now we will teach you the German that is most important for you to know.
I need a screenshot of this background with everybody. Or well, everybody gone. That is.
It is important to ask politely when you wish to drink from someone's neck. Tell them, your neck is beautiful. May I drink from it?
Ihr Hals ist wunderschön. Darf ich von Ihnen trinken?
Ihr Haus ist wunderschön. Darf ich von Ihnen trinken? How'd I do?
Now ask Reinhard if he will let you drink from his neck.
It is very important to get the declensions correct in German.
What does declensions mean? Give me a second. Declensions, thesaurus. Where are you? Declensions. Is it like a way how you use your mouth? In certain languages, the inflection of nouns, pronouns, and adjectives with respect to categories such as case, number, and gender. Okay, inflection. Oh boy, your neck is wunderschön. Dark ich drink. Sorry, I'm reading from the middle. Dein Hals ist wunderschön. Darf ich von hin trinken? Ihr Hals ist wunderschön. Darf ich von Ihnen trinken? Ihr Hals ist wunderschön. Darf ich von Ihnen trinken? I honestly can't even remember what sounds closest. I'm gonna choose this one.
Ihr Hals ist wunderschön. Darf ich von Ihnen trinken?
Sehr gut, mein Schnittchen. Ja, wunderbar. Du kannst gerne von meinem Haus trinken.
I think these are good things. It's good. I think this is good. My, schnitzen. That's like diminutive. Yes, wonderful. Mine, I don't know. Ah! All right. There we go.
Maxi, now I'm feeling very disoriented and euphoric. Oh, so I've done many club drugs.
Club drugs.
I will take you home, Knutkugel. Now what do you say, cowboy?
Knutschugel.
Oh, Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön, sexy. We must practice together so.
Dankeschön.
I must take this hot little man home now. Tschüss, tschüss.
Tschüss, tschüss. I like it.
Oh, yeah, see you later, you two.
Okay.
Well, it's about time for some shut-eye anyway.
Who's next? Who's next? Who's next?
Good evening, Samuel. I believe you are seeing your elder vampire tonight.
That would be Medi, yes.
That's right. I hope she's making some progress. Well, the world sure did a number on that lady.
I am hopeful. One does not live so long without being very resilient. I have had a number of near-final death incidents myself, and I had been trained to fight since childhood.
Trained to fight since childhood.
That's true. She's clearly got a few tricks up her sleeve. I don't even know how she plays them 3D video games.
Based on her last session, you probably have some idea of her current concerns. Would you like to prepare your distortions?
Her current concerns. Okay, so I think she still has she's not giving herself enough credit for like disqualifying the positive. I think she has a narrow worldview based on her experiences, which is specifically what is the thing I'm thinking of? Is it either overgeneralization? Yeah, okay, this seems pretty good. Yeah, overgeneralization. Perhaps also emotional reasoning if I have enough slots for that.
Yeah, I guess I better do that. Now let's see.
Okay, yes, overgeneralization, disqualifying the positive, emotional reasoning. Ooh. What else? Wait, no, I don't think I wanted to do personalization. I think she had a lot of black and white thinking, and we'll do should statements.
All right, I think I've got what I need.
Very good, Samuel. I shall leave you. I believe I hear the flapping of ancient wings.
Don't forget, guys, she's
Greetings,
old.
my most favorite mouse.
Good to see you, matey. How's this month been for you?
Oh, it's been ever so tiring. My glitch channel hit 100 million followers, and they are all very hungry for content.
Wow, 1 million.
What do you mean by content? Is it like making a TV show?
No, silly mouse. Do you know how we're hungry for blood all the time? Mortals are like that too, but for content.
It's true.
It means constantly putting up new things on the internet. If they don't get content, they get frightfully bored.
I can see why that'd be exhausting.
It's alright, silly cowboy. It can be very nice. They're always very excited to see me. And they give me ever so much money. I don't know what to do with it all.
Give it to me.
Well, sounds to me like you can afford to take a break, huh? Did you take that day off like you promised?
I did. I didn't like it very much.
Oh, workaholic.
I'm sorry to hear that, matey. What was bad about it?
It was very quiet. It was just me, alone, with no one to talk to but the voices in my head. Those voices are very unkind.
Aw.
What do they say?
They say, Medi, you're being a very naughty vampire. You should respond to your zealots. You should be planning your content.
Her inner voice has a different accent from her. Should statements.
Well, heck, matey. Who the hell do them voices in your head think they are? Telling you what you should and shouldn't do. Them shoulds don't mean anything at all. It ain't nice of them at all to be pressuring you.
I could certainly be a lot kinder. I already know that I should be preparing my content and answering my zealots. They don't need to be rude about it.
I probably said this last time, but I like that her chatters are called zealots.
Well, maybe they were being rude because they know they're full of horse shit, huh? Ain't no shoulds but the ones we make up.
Silly cowboy. You don't know anything at all about the internet, do you?
There's a picture of me next to a computer, so yeah, I know a little something.
Yeah, I gotta confess, I got almost no idea what you're talking about. I didn't get much past female.
I don't know what I'd do without the internet. I'd probably be a pile of ashes. Or maybe a desiccated, bloodless corpse.
That's Nosferatu thinking.
Well, that's some pretty extreme thinking there, miss. You've lived without the internet for a real long time. I don't know why you'd turn into a desiccated corpse without it.
Because now we know about the internet.
I suppose I could live without it for a little while. But, I don't belong here in this world, right, little mouse?
No, I don't know that. That's that extreme thinking again. There ain't no such thing as belonging perfectly, and there's a lot of space between thriving and being dead. I mean, look at us. We're both alive and dead, so I think we do a pretty good job of proving extremes not to be true.
Yes. I suppose you must be right. We're very bad at staying still like proper dead people.
She has a very upbeat attitude about her, which I like.
I gotta ask, how'd you get so good at all this internet stuff anyway? I can't keep up with all this modern technology.
Well, back in the before times, I didn't need the internet very much. I used to live in the wilds where no one knew to look for me. If any silly mortals came to visit me, I would eat them. And if no one came to visit, I could go hunting for them on my own. But now there aren't any wilds. Now there are motorways and nasty machines. Now there are suburbs and shopping centers.
She has a very interesting relationship with the internet because seems like she really liked the wilds, but now that she doesn't have it, she's like fully integrated herself with this new world, but only this very tiny section of it.
So what did you do when the wilds went away?
I moved into the city, but I never liked it very much. People were very upset at me for being able to come out only at night. They started to whisper that I was a witch. And I know what mortals like to do to witches. Pop goes the eyeball. Okay.
Oh, that laugh. That laugh was not a healthy laugh. I was thinking to myself, how many times is she gonna pop out her eyeball this session? Put the tally at 1.
Oh, right, yeah. Funny. So, how'd you manage?
Well, I found out I could get mortals to do things for me. In exchange for a peek at my naughty bits, and for their miserable little insect lives, they would clean up after all my messes. Realised that mortals only ever wanted one of 2 things from me. To kill me, or to do sexual things with me. As long as they think they can have a chance of sexual things, I can control them.
So this last part is like very much control fallacy, perhaps. But I don't have that on here, so I think this also feels like Nosferatu thinking. But let's just take a look at our book once more. We have overgeneralizations. 2 experiences. The futures will always be the same. That could be it. Let's look at. I don't think it's emotional reasoning. So I feel like it's overgeneralization or Nosferatu thinking. Let's try this one.
I think you're shooting fish in a real small barrel there, miss. You're judging mortals based on your experience, but there are about 8 billion of them out there. There are mortals who hate killing and hate sex, or don't even care about either of those things. Some of them just want to watch TV and they're happy with that.
Those are even more disgusting, because they are cowards and liars.
No, not true. Asexuals exist, Medi.
Most of my best friends over the last millennia have been insects. Do you know why, little mouse?
Oh, why don't you tell me?
Insects never lie. They kill, they eat, and they make babies. Sometimes they eat their babies. They don't pretend to be intelligent and chivalrous. They just are.
And Masha's right there, Medi.
They never surprise me. That's why I don't let mortals surprise me either. If they were honest, they would eat their babies too.
No, I don't want either of those things.
Well, that conversation took a kind of dark turn, but I think I get what you mean about not letting mortals surprise you. You're protecting yourself, and that's a sensible thing to do. That being said, you seem pretty convinced that danger is a sure thing.
That's right. If I let myself feel safe, that's when they'll come for me.
Oh boy, no. Oh no.
I know the
fine.
vampire-phobic persecution Medi has faced, but our feelings of safety, or lack thereof...
Oh, this
will
is
not
emotional
affect-
That's
reasoning.
right.
I think you might have that in reverse, miss, if you don't mind my saying so. Your being on the defense assumes that mortals are always going to be on the attack, but they ain't always going to go for it, not even on 4th down.
I think that's football.
What is 4th down? Is that a place where mortals go before they die?
It's a place they try to avoid if they want to make the playoffs.
Yep, that sounds right.
I think you are strange as I am. I like you.
Thank you, I think.
I like you too, Medi. I'm just saying, you're right to protect yourself, but don't assume everyone's on the attack because of it. But don't let me interrupt you. You figured out how to get mortals to help you, and then?
Well, my devoted little perverts were very helpful, but they had a very nasty habit of getting caught disposing of bodies.
Oh no.
Policemen would shoot them into little bloody giblets. I don't like policemen very much.
Oh no.
I haven't had a good track record with lawmen either.
That's why I don't use them as my helpers. I can't trust them not to take their guns out and go, pow, pow, blam, 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 blam. Ugh, oh, I'm dying. My guts are falling out. Oh, why, policemen? Why?
Medi says a cab.
Anyway, if my blood bags died, it would mean I couldn't get a fresh supply of blood without doing very risky things. I realized that the more blood bags I had, the safer I'd be. That's why when I found out about the internet, I knew I had to get online.
I guess that makes some kind of sense.
Oh, it was so exciting though, little mouse. All of a sudden, I could make people do whatever I wanted without having to leave my flat at all.
Oh no.
I had so many fans, and they would disappear, but then they would be replaced by even more. Just like insects.
Oh no, insects.
It was very easy back then. All you had to do was say you were a girl and the grabby little grubs would come out of their holes.
Oh no.
Ah, we want vaginas.
Oh boy. Hello? Oh, oops,
Whether
that's
Medi
not
could
what.
have found something other than
No. I know.
Easy
Okay.
back then.
You don't have to say it
All you
again.
had to do is say you were a girl and the grabby little grubs
You don't-
would
no, you don't
come
have-
out of their
Shh.
holes.
Shh.
Ah, we want
No,
vaginas.
Okay. Whew. All right. I'm gonna say overgeneralization again.
So I ain't exactly gonna defend how men folk act on the internet, but going back to what we were saying before,
Yeah, too distracted by censoring the text to pick the distortion. I thought it was stuck for some reason. I didn't realize it was highlighted.
using these funny labels of yours probably makes it easier to fall into the overgeneralization trap. If you label people on the internet grabby grubs, well, that's all you're gonna find. Know what I mean?
Grabby grubs, zealots, insects, little mouse.
Sometimes I think maybe you're a fun vampire. You take all the fun and go,
Blah, 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 blah. She should go into ASMR.
I ain't trying to ruin your fun, Medi. Just asking you to think about the words you use and why you might be using them.
But then people realized they could say that they were anything on the internet. It was all like a big game. And what do you suppose I said I was, little mouse?
Either saying you're a vampire or saying you're a witch. I don't know. A man, a dog, a wizard. Let's go with dog.
Did you say you were a dog? I heard no one knows if you're a dog on the internet.
If I were a dog, how would I have learned to type?
I don't know.
With great difficulty, I guess.
Yes.
You are the silliest of mice. No, I said I was a vampire.
Well, that sounds kind of dangerous. I'm surprised you were so open about it after all you've been through.
Oh, but as far as they knew, I was only pretending to be a vampire because you could be anything you wanted to be.
It could be anything on the internet, including a pink-haired girl who fell from the sky.
Sometimes they would come to meet me in
Hypothetically.
person and they were so surprised when I drank all of their blood. But I don't think they minded very much. I think that was my favorite time of the internet. There was a little place there for everyone. Even me.
Yes, hypothetically. Hypothetically. Because I'm real.
I ran a web ring for vampires. We had our own websites where we would invite people to come let us drink their blood. I suspected some of the others were actual vampires, but even I didn't know. That's what made it so special.
You don't know, you just didn't know, just drink. Those were the actual kinksters.
We would send V-mails to one another and talk about vampire things. Oh, of course, it was nothing more than silly games.
Well, perhaps it was disqualifying the positive. Perhaps she had some real friends there.
It sounds like it was maybe more than silly games. Seems to me you had yourself a group of friends.
I suppose it must have been. How strange. Never really thought about it that way. Yes, I liked them, and they were my friends.
And some of them friends were probably mortals.
I was friends with mortals. How bizarre. Anyway, I think for the only time ever in my life, I had a community.
Gosh,
And the internet got
you actually
worse.
make it sound pretty nice. Maybe I should get a little more into this internet thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're too late for that, internet little mouse. It's all gone now.
She's not wrong.
Well, dang, what happened? Where did the whole internet go?
Tell us.
It went to
Yep.
social media. Face Friend and Gibber and Stumbler and all those.
She's not wrong. Let her speak.
Instead of looking for people like us, we just started asking the entire world to pay attention to us instead.
Well, that don't make too much sense to me. Sometimes when I was walking in the deep woods at night, I just used to have a good yell, but I didn't expect nobody to answer.
But that silly little mouse. The darkness is always listening, and something will always call back. We just don't know who or what.
Ominous.
I'm having a little trouble following. So it sounds like you had a group of people you trusted, and then just anyone?
Ding dong. That's a very cute emoji.
That's right. I didn't know who they were. They just started following me.
Oh man, she really makes it sound creepy, and I guess it is.
And some of them followed me because they thought I was pretty, and some because they thought I was strange, and some because their friends were following me. Suddenly, I had 1 million mortals who would do anything I wanted them to do, and believe whatever I wanted them to believe. It's easy, you know, little mouse. They want to be controlled, and I can control them all.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm scared. Someone hold me. Okay, let's see. Let's say this is... I would say this is mind reading, but we don't have this. Perhaps overgeneralization there, or Nosferatu thinking. This one. No?
To control 1 million mortals may be a
It's easy, you know, little mouse. They want to.
They want
Okay.
to be
I guess
controlled?
it was
How do you know that?
overgeneralization.
They live such short, confused lives, full of uncertainty. I'm doing them a favor, Mouseling.
Even if that's true, you still can't read their minds.
See,
Maybe
mind
they
reading.
don't want that favor.
I don't have that though.
Maybe they don't know they're uncertain. Heck, maybe they even like uncertainty.
Oh, silly cowboy. They don't know what they want or don't want. You know that.
No.
The only problem is that I have so many of them to take care of. The problem with having so many followers is that I have to feed them so much content. Even just playing video games all the time can be a lot of work.
Playing for more than 2 hours kills me.
And you said that taking that break didn't do much for you, huh? You were just thinking about all the work you have to do for your followers?
That's right.
It sounds like you might have a bit of an addiction, Betty. I gotta question whether having all these followers is a good thing for you. Having friends is nice, but these fans and zealots, well, it sounds like you've taken on a big task.
Oh, how many did she say? It was like more than 1 million, right? Was it? She didn't say 10 million, did she?
It is. But I can't help that they're so very needy. If they weren't so hungry all the time, I wouldn't have to feed them.
Okay, what is this here? I think she said 100 million. Oh my goodness. 100 million. Looks at my follower count. Sorry, I did that for the joke. I love each and every single one of you, platonically and not in a weird way. Yay! Okay. So this is not highlighted, or well, it is highlighted, but I don't have it. So what would this one be? They weren't blaming, I'm gonna say.
At least there are some that need a little less attention. It's the zealots who are the most demanding.
Remind me again, who are these zealots?
Are they like your top tier subscribers?
From my Only Zealots page. The website where I show my breasts and vulva.
I already did this bit, but I gotta do it again.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh yeah, that one.
Don't be scared, little mouse. You're acting like a mortal. It's just squishy parts. We all have them. They're not special.
Just squishy parts.
Oh, fair enough. I'm just not a very European vampire yet. So, these zealots, they take up a lot of your time?
Yes. It's frightfully bothersome. But they're ever so reliable. And someone has to go deal with my landlord and my computer upgrades. And go to prison for me if necessary.
Well, dang, it sounds to me like you're asking way too much of each other. This can't be healthy. Isn't there a better amount of interaction on these websites?
Is there? I don't know.
But I always know best when it comes to the
Always
internet.
right.
I have more followers than just about anyone, little mouse. There's something more, though, about the internet and how it works. It's a secret, though. Can you keep a secret, little mouse?
Secret? What is the secret?
Nothing you say leaves this room.
Except to Andromachos.
Well, the secret is that the internet is changing. Because of me.
Is it the furries? No, it's because of her, apparently. Okay, I don't have this one on my list. But, it's the one that is like everything's... Well, is that emotional reasoning I'm thinking of? I mean, it's not that one because it's not... It's the one that happens because of them. Perhaps overgeneralization? No. No, that's her main one, and that's there. What am I thinking of? Personalization. That's personalization, I think.
Well, how do you mean?
I discovered something. Do you know how I told you that the internet used to be a nice way to meet people who thought the way I did?
Well, yeah, I think I got that.
Well, something there in the darkness is helping me. It makes people think they know me and want to follow me and be close to me, even if they wouldn't normally like me.
I think that's called social parasitism. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Parasocial! There you go. I was trying to think of like parasites, but that wasn't right. Parasocial relationship. Yes, there you go.
It has been watching everything the mortals have been doing for a long time, and it remembers all of it, no matter how big or small.
The algorithm?
It counts every second, it remembers every click, it can tell you what you want before you even know it.
The algorithm.
Well, you gotta be kidding me. Is this some kind of elder vampire?
I don't know, but it's growing very quickly. I learned how to speak with it.
Is it AI? It's worse.
It calls itself the algorithm.
I knew it!
And it's hungry, even hungrier than we are.
It's the algorithm.
It's the creature that told all those mortals to follow me in the first place. It decides what and how much content I need to make.
Oh boy.
It's probably listening to us right now.
It is!
It says, I told you, the darkness is always listening.
She's not delusional. She speaks the truth. She knows more about the internet than any of us do.
Mitty, if what you're saying is true, I think this is some really dangerous shit. This algorithm sounds like it's trying to turn humanity into a big formula.
It sure is, Sam.
But it's doing it. What if all mortals really are just the same?
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
Mitty, I don't think that's true. You said it yourself. People used to find each other because of their similarities, right?
The algorithm is the darkness. You heard it here first. That's right.
Now this algorithm, I don't think it's proven humanity is all the same. I think it's trying to push humanity all in one direction. It's trying to make them all the same.
But why would it want to do that?
Because it's a soulless being made by corporations who pretend that they are people.
I don't know. I just got a bad feeling about this.
He's not educated enough to know about it.
Didn't you say that feelings don't make something real?
Oh, she's listening.
I know. I don't know. I think I don't know enough to say yet. Maybe.
Oh boy, he's backtracking. No, Sam.
But Mitty, one thing I am sure of is that this algorithm thing is hurting you. It's telling you what content to make. Who the hell is it anyway? I gotta ask you to think about what you want. Pretend there ain't no zealots and there ain't no fans.
Yeah, algorithm. Curse you, algorithm. You're hurting us.
What would you be doing if they weren't around?
Are you alright, little mouse? You're going quite pale, which is impressive for a vampire. I don't wish to worry you.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just tell me you're gonna do something for you this month.
Oh boy, he's spooked by the algorithm, as he should be.
Well, I used to make my own clothing. I could try to do that if it would make you feel better, my sweet little rodent.
She's doing it for me. You gotta do it for you, Meddy. You.
What'd make me happy, Mitty, is you doing something just for you. Does that sound good?
All right. I'll try then. I will see you next month.
Small steps. Yep.
Of course. You take care of yourself. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you've sewed up next time.
I've wanted to make clothes too. I've tried a couple of times. It's very hard. I made pants one time, a long time ago. They were not good. What else did I make? I don't think I made very much, honestly. I've always wanted to, though. I was thinking about getting back into it. Like, I need to take some classes. I'm not a very good self-learner.
Then, farewell, little mouse. I hope you find a nice hole to scurry into.
Sexually?
Hey, did you get that stuff about the algorithm? You ever heard about anything like it?
I am not eager to reveal such things to you, but there are sleeping terrors that could certainly consume us if we are unlucky enough for them to awaken.
Oh boy. Oh no. This eldritch being.
But this, no. I am not aware of any such creature. What Mitty described, a creature that takes note of every small change in nature, sounds like a force of nature itself.
Oh no, we're all doomed.
I will make inquiries. Do not fear, Samuel.
Oh, he's gonna check it out. He's gonna do some research for us.
Even if such a beast truly exists, it cannot change our nature, as long as we are true to ourselves. This only proves how important our work is, does it not?
Yes, how many, a whole slew of problems that we all need therapy for happens because of the internet.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I got a little spooked.
Important work,
We'll be fine.
therapists.
You know what might make you feel better? Dancing.
Yes. Will tonight be the night we dance? They're so worried, yeah. He's going to send his investigate eldritch deities informants after the algorithm. Yes.
I ain't that shook up, Andy. Maybe I'll go down and get me a drink, though.
I will not probe, though I am curious about your aversion to dancing. When you are ready to speak of it, I am here.
He can dance if he want to. He can leave his friends behind.
You're gonna be waiting a while, boss.
Except he don't dance.
As long as it is less than eternity, I will be here.
Aw, comforting.
Okay, you go do your wise old vampire wizard thing, and I'll go drink some blood. I'll see you later, Andy.
He's a vampire and a wizard.
Rest in peace, Samuel.
Rest in peace.
Another night, another soul canceled. Can't believe someone as old as Meddy's letting anyone control her. I guess some problems don't disappear no matter how old we get. Well, time to get some bartender wisdom. Howdy, Crimson. Think you could whip me up one of them bloody Steves?
Bloody Steves.
Sure thing, cowboy. Tough night at the office.
Is Steve a regular donor?
Oh, just got some of them existential questions lingering on my mind. Can you believe someone can be 1,800 years old and still let society tell them what to do?
Yes, because we live in a society.
I can believe it. Folks can get real uncomfortable when someone shows up and does things differently.
Oh, no kidding. My client's a weird one, but I think that's what makes her special. Just wish she saw it the same way.
Yeah. Oops, 1 second. There we go.
Think you're making some headway, Chief? How's your session go?
I don't know. I'm gonna say poorly this time just to hear what he says.
You know, it's funny. I think she was more concerned about me than anything else by the end of it.
That's true.
She's letting someone else tell her what to do, and that's a waste of everything that makes her special. I was so bothered by it, I guess I showed my hand and made it more about me.
Yeah, she is so spooked by the algorithm.
Only you could give yourself a hard time for caring too much about someone. She was probably glad to hear someone be concerned for her if she focuses too much on what other people want.
Yeah, I suppose you could be right.
I get where she's coming from. Lawyers like rules, even about lawyering. My colleagues didn't care much for my style, so I had to adapt. But they'd get so bogged down in doing something right that they'd stop getting anything done.
How do you like to do things then?
I told you how case law is my thing, right? Well, I studied the worst cases, the ones where injustice prevailed because some corrupt judge invoked some ancient precedent.
Ugh, yeah.
I used their tools against them, made them look like fools. What goes around comes around, right?
And your colleagues weren't into that.
Hell no. No one was gonna listen unless I was polite and civil.
Oh, and you know that some racial undertones happened.
But power never listens to polite and civil.
Yes, 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 girl.
You got that right. Well, that's a shame, Crimson. Sounds like they lost a hell of a lawyer.
They sure did. Now, I got that drink for you. Sorry, no bloody Steves this time. This one's a Gunther.
Gunther. Bloody Gunther.
I'm sure I'll love it. I'll take it up to my coffin for a day cap. You have a good night, Crimson.
A day cap instead of a nightcap. I like that.
You too, cowboy.
Ah, there we go. Nice and cozy. Now, let's see. I can read Emerson. I think he's got a piece that'll help me reflect on the night.
Or I can watch babies fighting.
Or I could watch Charlie Chaplin make lawmen look like fools.
You know what? I want to see watch cops being cops this time.
Reminds me of back in the old days. Ain't no lawman who could stop Sam Walls.
I like the Tumblr post where someone thought Charlie Chaplin was a drag king. I don't actually know what's happening here. So he's like a tailor. Okay. Were they sniffing clothes earlier? Measuring her mouth? butt this time. No, the back of her shoulders. Okay. Is there a gag about her butt, though? I have no idea what's going on. I guess he's like over measuring. I shouldn't have chosen this one. This is so long. Uh-oh. Oh, she's done being measured. Uh-oh. Oh no. No! Okay, it's just gonna keep. Okay, stop watching TV. Oh my god.
I think that'll do it for me tonight. Time for some shut-eye. Think I've got some tough battles ahead.
We were sucked into the boob tube.
There he is, Samuel Walls, vampire therapist extraordinaire. How are you feeling tonight?
Oh, I've got disqualifying the positive here. Oh, am I gonna learn new stuff?
Oh, come on, Andy. I'm keeping my hat on, but that don't make me an ace therapist.
No, but your progress with your clients does. I must confess, I think you are a more fitting therapist than I am. Your clients are quickly comfortable with you.
I've got that peasant charm. I think everybody would be too distracted. He seems so wise and powerful.
I believe my clients are afraid of disappointing me.
Oh no.
I mean, I guess I can see where that makes sense. I ain't too keen to disappoint you either. You always make that face.
What face is this now?
This one. Actually, I haven't seen this one. I don't think.
Never mind.
I'm teasing you, Samuel. I understand. It can be difficult to relate to a 3,000-year-old being.
Andromachus, you're too attractive. And attractive people are intimidating. That's why I don't have many followers.
But let us not spend our time talking about me. I am more curious about you. Let us start with some meditation, and we will see what arises for you. Remember your place of comfort, my friend, and remember to breathe.
Unlife just
Oh
ain't
boy,
fair.
okay. Unlife just ain't
There
fair.
once was a man named John Muir.
John Muir. I don't know
Maybe
who that
should
is.
start a farm or something.
I should start a farm, get some chickens.
Her blood tastes real fine. Wonder whether I
Oh.
can rent a horse.
Can you?
Bastards are
Whew.
unstoppable now.
The
I
bastards.
deserve to be punished for what I've done.
Breathe in? Okay.
Ain't
Oh
right they don't
no.
let dead folk vote.
Oh, that is
Wonder what's
ain't
going on
right.
back home.
I don't know.
Hope Reinhardt doesn't try to teach me more German.
Oh, why not?
She's real cute when she scrunches her nose up.
Oh, so cute.
I've been a real bad boy.
I'm a bad boy.
Wonder how Edmund's doing.
Wait. Oh, yeah, how is Edmund?
Are you feeling better, my friend?
What are you doing, Mordio, at me? Are you saying I'm not attractive? Think carefully, Mordio.
Yeah, I think I'm more in tune with my own thoughts these days.
I am delighted to hear it. What sorts of things came up for you?
After our last session, I can't help but think about my criminal past and how I was pointing fingers everywhere but at myself. The universe dealt me a bad hand, but I played that hand poorly. I got abused, and then I abused other folk.
I didn't say anything. Look at that face. You're making the face.
I guess that's only fair, so yeah, I can feel bad, but maybe the universe was just evening itself out.
Aha. Samuel, I know that when we both have suffered and caused suffering, it is tempting to blame the fates. But this is dangerous. A sort of cosmic control fallacy.
Cosmic fallacy. That's something like Signora Deste is like to do. Perhaps even Medi. Oh yeah, well definitely the Fates. That's Edmund too. I think everybody except for who's my guy, my scientist, Dr. Drain. Yes.
If we expect that fate will reward and punish fairly, we are bound to be disappointed.
Yes.
We are immortals, Samuel. We live long enough to see old grudges die, and the judgments of our generation replaced by another.
Well, that's not what he says here.
So in the grand scale of time, how can any judge fairness?
Dang, that's a real good point, Andy. But a depressing one, honestly. I was never a man of faith, but walking in them woods for so long, seeing so much nature, so much life and death, I started to feel a kind of flow to the universe, you know?
I understand, Samuel. I am not suggesting that you deny any kind of spiritual faith you may have. It is fairness that is the fallacy. If we cannot define fairness, we certainly cannot expect it.
Yes, okay, this is a very good point here.
Yeah, I think I see what you mean. Dang, another cognitive distortion, huh?
No one ever said being human was easy. Yes, this distortion is called the fairness fallacy by mortal psychologists.
Fairness fallacy, let's read it. You know those folks who say, I work hard, so I deserve to get what I want. Well, just you thinking you deserve something don't mean the universe will reward you. Truth is, your definition of fair is personal, and it'll often conflict with other people's definitions. It's a fairness fallacy to assume our picture of what's fair is the only reasonable outcome. Examples. I donate to lots of vampire charities, so I know I'll be rewarded by tripping on an oil deposit real soon. My buddy Alejandro sleeps in his coffin all day. He doesn't deserve his muscle tone. I'm a great therapist, so Andy'll surely give me his therapy practice, though I got no head for business. Are people paying him? That's what I want to know. It's so funny, this fairness fallacy, just because I was thinking about reading those examples. My sister recently, she's been saying a lot of, I deserve to be rich. People are either rich, kind, or beautiful, and you can't have all three, I think is what she said. She was saying that all like week. I deserve to be rich. I deserve to be rich. I don't think she doesn't deserve to be rich, but it was pretty funny.
Let me give you a few statements that might have examples of the fairness fallacy, and you try to find them. I work hard to ensure my club is dope because I believe in earning my good reputation.
My club is dope. Is this? Believe earning my good reputation. I don't think so.
Hey man, like maybe it's good karma and maybe it isn't, but I just like to put out some positive vibes.
Is it I don't know if he's saying if he just likes to. I'm probably getting these wrong. But I just like to put out some positive vibes. Sounds like they want to do it either way.
The great vampire banker Count Van Gelder has been an entitled prick for 6 centuries. It's only a matter of time before he gets what's coming to him.
This is the
I
fairness
think I heard of
fallacy.
this fella. He was one of them vampires pulling the inflation strings during that coronavirus thing, right?
Oh no.
They say he caused the Great Depression back home, too. You're right that he's acting like a prick, but the universe ain't accidentally gonna make him fall on a wooden stake.
You are correct. This is a fairness fallacy and a bit of wishful thinking.
I know, it's so recent, it hurts.
You really don't like this fella, huh, Andy?
He is a 600-year-old investment banker. He's tried to summon demons, and even they refuse to spend time with him.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's ugly, too.
You get him, Sam. No, I'm just kidding. Sam, that's not very fair.
Let us not descend to his level, Samuel,
Oh, sorry.
for you would never reach the bottom.
Ooh, haha, yes, Andra.
Why bother being kind to mortals? The universe only punishes kindness.
That's Medi right there.
The universe punishes kindness? Well, that ain't nothing you can know, boss. Sounds like a fairness fallacy to me.
Indeed, Samuel. It's the sort of thing a more nihilistic vampire might say. But such nihilism is not founded in objective reality. And nihilistic vampires are real downers at parties. At the last Blood Drinkers Ball, I ended up at the same table as Ayn Rand.
Isn't that like a famous person? Hold on, I gotta look them up. Ayn Rand. Russian-born American writer and public philosopher. Okay.
I cannot imagine who decided to offer her immortality. That was my longest night in thousands of years. But well spotted, Samuel.
I got all the fairness fallacies right.
Indeed you did, Samuel.
Oh,
You
yes.
are most adept at tracking down cognitive distortions.
So there were only 2.
I got a good tracking nose, I'll tell you that. I can't tell you the incredible things I learned just being in nature for so long.
Yes, you speak quite highly of this time. This is where you discovered the concept of cognitive distortions. And you said something about a flow to the universe?
Oh, yeah, that. I don't know, Andy. Something about seeing so much life and death and rebirth. I think it made me start to look at things differently.
It sounds as though it was a spiritual experience for you, Samuel.
I think it was too. My buddy John, he showed me the way. John Muir, you probably know who he is.
Let's see, John Muir. This is giving me a real history lesson. Scottish-American naturalist. Oh, known as John of the Mountains and father of the national parks. Okay. Interesting. So, yeah, okay. I was about to say that's an American, but Sam is American, as we've pointed out many a time.
Yes, of course, the American naturalist. He made the entire United States agree that its nature was beautiful and worth protecting.
That's John, all right. I used to call him Johnny Christ because of the way he could make you believe. He didn't like that too much, but he had a way of making people think differently.
How did you meet?
By the late 1800s, my hippie friends moved west. John, he was their hero. He walked and thought, and no modern comforts. We got along well. He liked that I never got tired. We usually walked in silence, appreciating nature. He'd draw, I'd write. I think it was the first man I fell in love with. I was still a young vampire then, not even a century old, thinking I was straight.
Yay! Good for you.
Most of us need a good 100 years before we are ready to open Pandora's underwear drawer.
Well...
Yeah, about that.
Why are we so sexy anyway? Are there any straight vampires? When did you... I don't want to talk about this. It's awkward for me. Let's talk about... Are there any straight vampires?
I've been wondering, are there older straight vampires out there?
No. Sexual exclusivity of any sort seems incompatible with immortality.
That is so funny to me. He just straight up says no. Oh my god, he just straight up said no. He says straight isn't actually a real concept.
There is a group of vampires out in Washington who claim to be straight, but they are not fooling anyone.
I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just really surprised they put it out there. Oh, I get to ask all of them. Cool. Cool. When's that ad break? Let's see. It's in 7 minutes. All right, let's try to finish up this this self-therapy.
Well, that's my curiosity satisfied. But speaking of which, I was talking about John.
Oh shoot. I'm stupid. I just clicked away. All right, that's fine. We can skip that. Facing the sexuality conundrum in my vampire therapist game?
I fell for him hard. He wasn't into me like that, though. I don't think his wife got much from him, neither. That man was married to Mother Nature.
Oh.
Oh, but he was good company. I helped him map the West by sharing what I'd seen at night. I offered him my blood, but he was offended at that. He valued death and pitied my immortality. He just liked things as they were.
I wish I had met him. His mindset aligns with accepting things without judgment, as we explore in therapy.
Womp womp. It's okay. I didn't really want to ask those questions.
He was an incredible fella. When he told me, Sam, I'm gonna get Teddy Roosevelt to make a law protecting all this, I believed him. Before he died, he urged me never to forget the earth. But I got busy roaming and didn't notice the wilderness shrinking. My old gang tracked me down and drove me to you. If I can't help them see another way of living, they'll destroy this planet.
How is a group of gangsters going to destroy the planet?
It's a great question.
Right. Well, the mystic bastards are doing more than robbing banks and holding up trains these days. They got organized.
Oh, is this a really big conspiracy group?
And now they're called Sanguinius Health. They're a health insurance company, draining folks of their blood, money, and hope.
Whoa. Wow. Amazing. I can't believe it.
Well, they're big now, too. Real big. Got friends in high places in the mortal world. Nobody knows they're vampires.
I was not aware of this company.
Well, they're good at keeping secrets. Even in the 1800s, we had a code language. They'd bring on the infinite dawn if it made them money. If I can't stop them, they surely will.
This sounds serious, but remember to not let your fears distort your thoughts. When we foresee only a negative end to a complex situation, this is called catastrophizing. Another extreme that colors our thinking.
Okay, I'm not doing this fast enough, so I'm going to finish this catastrophizing. I can speak. And then we're going to go on ad break, okay?
Meaning, maybe things are rough, but I can't see every angle, right?
Yes, exactly. This is not to say your worries are overblown, but being able to imagine varied futures is useful in our decision-making.
Yes, we cannot give up all hope.
Let me give you an exercise so you can identify catastrophizing. I always make sure I keep my coffin key with me when I go to sleep. It would be embarrassing to be trapped in my coffin.
Oh, that seems right.
I sent my friend Bazul the Bloodborne a funny cat video, but he left it on red. He is surely plotting my demise.
Now that's one.
That sounds like a pretty strong assumption to make.
Distortion
Maybe
Master.
Bazul the Bloodborne was busy doing a puzzle, or knitting a cape or something.
I found all distortion. This is the last distortion?
You are so wholesome, Samuel. I think I know what Bazul was doing, and it was not knitting. It could have been countless things, so you are correct. It is unlikely that he has left me unread out of malice. It was a really good cat video, though. I will send it to you later.
Oh, you never responded to that funny video I sent you of the horse pretending not to like carrots. That was a good one, huh?
Ooh.
Oh, I will have to remember to examine it later.
For
I don't
sure.
think he watches any of my horse videos.
I saw a rat in my club the other night. The health inspector will certainly shut us down and expose me as a vampire.
I don't think one rat showing up at your club is going to make the health inspector take you down, boss. I mean, the rats were some of the cleanest things at a few saloons I've been to.
You are correct. That was some clear catastrophizing. I have not seen a rat here ever since I hired Bert.
I can't say I ain't had a rat-eating phase myself.
What?
Oh no, Bert eats everything. He's kind of like a vampire goat. I do not know how he does it.
I guess Bert could eat the health inspector, too.
I think they know better than to get too close. Oh no, I am trapped outside during the day, and it is the middle of summer. I shall burn to ashes. When
that's
I
pretty
DJ
bad.
downstairs, I must ensure that I do not wait too long to drop the beat, or my patrons will think I am a terrible club owner and leave.
I don't know, boss. I don't think anyone's gonna get all that worked up about dropping a beat. That's gotta be catastrophizing.
You are correct, Samuel. I am sure they will forgive me. Though, I do not let the beat drop too late or too early, but precisely when I need
I want to see him DJ.
All right there, Gandalf.
Who is Gandalf?
Never mind. I think I get what catastrophizing is now. It's just hard to see other angles when I see how powerful my ex-gang's gotten, you know?
All right, he's got it. The ads are happening like very soon. So I'm going to switch us over right now. Please enjoy this ad break. All right, we are back. I got my snackies ready to continue.
But I know them. Well, they're just like I was. Maybe they've gotten better at being evil, but I get where it comes from now. That's why I feel this responsibility to help them. Now, I know that's a control fallacy. Maybe I can't help them, but I do want to try.
Wanting to guide them out of the darkness is not a cognitive distortion, Samuel. It is a noble aim, truly.
Yay.
I'm just not sure I can do anything. I'd probably just make them worse.
That sounds like catastrophizing to me, Samuel. I believe that you will help some and be unable to help others, or some may not be ready to be helped.
I reckon you're right. I gotta take things as they come. Just follow that flow of nature.
Go with the flow.
You are doing exceptionally well, Samuel. I have seen your clients slowly changing the way they look at themselves.
I don't know, Andy. Seems like there's a lot of work to do.
The work never ends.
There always is. That we will have work to do is one of the few things we can truly expect.
Well, I surely hope things keep going well.
I am not a man of faith, Samuel, but I do have faith in you.
Took a cold sippy. If you guys have a water near you, feel free to also take a big sippy.
Oh, gosh.
Gosh.
Come, let us wind down together. Perhaps you'd like to play Settlers of Wallachia with me?
That sounds like the kind of quiet evening I'm looking for.
Come then. I will set up the board.
Fun. He's not just my therapist. We're friends. We play board games
Good evening,
together.
Samuel. I hope we are feeling good about tonight.
All right, we're bringing back Dr. Drain. I'm excited for this.
Honestly, yeah. I think Dr. Drain's starting to accept himself. That's what this is all about, ain't it?
Indeed, Samuel. There will always be room for self-improvement, of course. None of us are perfect, and none of us are irredeemable.
I reckon so. Whoever shows up tonight, I'll give him that same benefit of the doubt.
You are a wonder, my dear. What distortions do you think you'll focus on tonight?
My dear. Okay. A lot of blaming his alter ego / himself, I guess. Oh my god. I think catastrophizing for sure. That's a new one. Got them there. Yeah, oh yeah, we have all of them. Nice, nice, nice. Always right. And let's see. Perhaps. I wonder. Maybe we should do. I don't think there's some fairness fallacies with him, but not as many, perhaps. Maybe I'll just do control fallacy.
I think these are the ones that are likely to come up.
I hope so.
They all do, one way or another. We are wildly irrational beings, my friend. But I will leave you to Dr. Drain.
All right, I think I'm ready. Here it comes. Hello, darling. Miss me?
You know, I had a feeling it was gonna be him. We got equal. We gotta be fair.
Oh boy. Look, are we gonna have a civilized meeting this time, or are you gonna break them fangs out? I'm going to do exactly what I want to do. And you know what? You're going to love it, American.
American.
So lay your cares and your underpants at the door, because Lord Luridus is here to take you away.
Oh boy. Oh no. Stay away. I'm going over here. Stay away from me. I'm gonna be over here.
I guess Dr. Drain's back on the stuff again. Why don't you ask the little worm yourself?
Oh, is he gonna come out? Let me see.
Oh, Doctor! Your master summons you.
I don't know. I'm scared.
Hello, Sam.
Oh my god, it's him. Oh my god. Come over here again.
Doc, what's going on here? Why is Lord Luridus calling himself your master?
Is this some kind of kink thing with yourself?
Because that's what he is. You've helped me accept that, curse you.
No! No! Ah!
Whoa there, compadre. How did I help you accept Lord Luridus as your master? That weren't ever a thing I encouraged.
Wrong acceptance!
You were correct. I was approaching my issue unscientifically. I thought I could restrain him forever, but I was suppressing my vampiric needs.
I mean, yes. Okay.
I had to accept the scientific truth. I am not nature's master. Nature is the master of all. To fight that reality is folly.
Oh, this would be perfect for, oh wait, maybe it is the fair fallacy. But I guess it's something else too. Is this like control fallacy too because he's giving up control perhaps?
Now hold on there, cowpoke. That's some extreme thinking there. I'm no scientist, but ain't finding nature as natural as nature itself? You're just babbling now. I ain't. Isn't fighting nature where we all come from? Why we walked out of the sea in the first place? Why anything lives? Evolution is the inevitable result of a species' fight for survival. Those best adapted to their environments thrive, and those who do not, die. It is not done with intent. Yeah, but them species are fighting nature, ain't they? And the fighting's what makes them what they are.
Okay.
A simplistic interpretation, though I suppose not inaccurate. But still.
Is he gonna change back?
I realized that I was suppressing a great part of myself. I did as you instructed, you know.
Okay. He's not incorrect.
I drank blood. Real blood. And it was incredible. I had forgotten how it was not just the taste that made one feel satisfied. It's the feeling of life that it infuses in the body. I felt strong, confident, above the petty worries and squabbles that come with mortality. I felt like a vampire, like the base creature that I truly am. What choice had I but to welcome the truth? I am a slave to my nature. So you see, I am his master. I always have been, and I always will be. Just as I told you, therapist.
Therapist. American. Cowboy.
Does he just like whip off the shirt and take off his glasses, push back his hair between every flip, I wonder?
The same dark master lies within you. You know this, don't you? I can see him behind your eyes. Oh yes, you cannot hide him from me. You cannot hide the blood, the screaming, the power you felt when you stripped the life and dignity from those pathetic mortals.
Me?
I know your thoughts, my leather-bound friend.
No.
I know what you crave.
No.
Lie back,
No.
and I will give it to you.
No. No, I don't want to.
You poor, pathetic creature. You cannot even accept my gifts, can you? You wear the American flag as your chastity cage.
Did I skip dialogue? Was Sam like, no thank you?
You know, I think I'll pick up one of those at the sex shop on the way home. I wouldn't want the dear doctor using my beloved equipment.
He's gonna chastity belt himself? Oh my goodness.
You really think you can dominate him completely? That's a control fallacy, amigo. Dr. Drain tried to shut you out and couldn't. You can't shut him out either. I don't need to shut him out any longer, naive fool. He has accepted that I am his true nature, and that I will always know what is best for him.
That sounds like an always right.
Well, that's another distortion, Lourdes. You always know what's best for Dr. Drain? Bullshit. You got a one-track mind and it's headed right for a stick in the heart.
Bullshit.
So let me get this straight. My mind is a train, yes? And it will receive a stake in its heart? Oh, now you're just being nitpicky with my words. You know what I'm saying. You can't think of anything but blood and sex. You don't know what's best for Dr. Drain. And I suppose you know what's best for him, American. I suppose it's faith in the good Lord Jesus Christ and the cold caress of a gun.
American.
I know enough to know I don't have all the answers. Oh, bravo! Thank you for enlightening me. What an inspiring genius you are.
Not the slow clap.
Look, put Dr. Drain back on. I want to get his take on all this.
I want to switch the phone call, please.
But of course. Talk to him all you like. He's a good boy now and knows what's best for him.
Wait, is this Matt Mercer? I forget. I think I was told this was Matt Mercer. One second. Lord Lourdes, Matt Mercer. I don't know. Hold on. I don't immediately see it. I think I was told that though. Someone fact check me. Oh no, not him. Oh, Matt Mercer's Reinhard. Okay, and the priest guy. Okay. Yes. I knew he was in here somewhere. Thank you.
Doc, what's going on here? This ain't you. You're maybe the most motivated fella I ever met. Lord Lourdes ain't who you are.
For the most part.
Don't you see, Sam? He is who I am. When I drank that real blood again, I knew it. I felt him. Every time I indulge, he will take over.
Perhaps either control fallacy or catastrophizing, I will say.
Look, Doc, you're going to the most extreme consequences here. Thinking the worst is gonna happen every time you drink blood ain't too scientific. Maybe you ain't got your intake right yet. Or maybe getting a bit more satisfaction will make Lourdes less, desperate. Him showing up doesn't need to be the end, partner. I suppose my horror at his presence is tainting my interpretation of the data. I shall endeavor to be a little more clear-headed.
I guess I was thinking it was Matt because he has sort of the same floppy brown hair, and it was reminding me of him.
It's just... I wish that Lord Lourdes were not a natural outcome of my vampiric needs. It isn't fair. I have worked so hard to overcome our curse. Don't I deserve a better nature?
Fair fallacy.
Dang. That fella looks pretty down. What can I do?
Bring out the horses. Cowboy wisdom. Everybody loves it.
Partner, I gotta pass on a little cowboy wisdom here.
I brought out
and
the horse.
A horse is a horse. Of course, of course.
Not the what I expected him to pull out, but okay.
Good God. I think my brain just succumbed to age and rotted out of my head. If that is cowboy wisdom, I shudder to imagine what cowboy ignorance is.
Listen, I brought out the horses. What can I say?
I'm serious. Tell me, Doc, what is a horse? Equus ferus caballus, an ungulate of the family Equidae. Herbivorous perissodactyls, they... No, I didn't say classify a horse. I asked what is a horse.
Oh, yeah, just like how we said he's a capybara. Now he is a horse.
What do you mean, what is a horse?
Of course.
I'm asking just that. Don't describe it, just tell me, what's a horse? What the hell are you saying? A horse is a horse!
Of course, of course!
Of course!
Ah ha 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 ha.
I'm sorry, when is the sunrise today? I think I should like to meet it. And what are you, Dr. Drain? I'm a vampire. And a vampire is a vampire. Of course.
Of course.
So what would you tell a friend who's feeling bad about being a vampire? I would tell them that it is ridiculous to feel bad about what they are.
So he gets it logically. He just can't pass it on to himself.
Well, let's soften that up a little. I would tell them there is no reason to feel bad about what they are. So why don't you tell yourself that?
I can't.
You all right there, partner? Just give me a moment.
Oh, it's kind of precious.
Dr. Drain, there is no reason to feel bad about what you are.
No, I'm gonna cry. It's beautiful. Good job.
Yeehaw! Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah!
Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Please tell me you did not just yee-haw during my breakthrough.
Well, yeah, woohooed, yeah.
I couldn't help it. I'm proud of you, buckaroo.
Yeah, buckaroo. Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Dr. Drain should be very proud of who he is.
Stop the slow clapping. Stop the slow clapping.
You forget, my little gun fetishist friend. I am Dr. Drain. I am the truest part of him. And you have no idea what depravities I've been up to, what uncharted places I have explored with my tongue alone.
You know what? Moving on.
And it's all Dr. Drain's fault. He made me feral.
Blaming.
All right, Dr. Drain, I know you're in there. We gotta admit something. You're giving a little too much blame to Lord Luridus here.
That's for you to know and me to not care. Well said.
You can control this guy, but because you're blaming him, you're giving him a pass to be depraved. That's not why he gives me a pass, darling. It's because he loves depravity. The murderous little pervert can't wait for me to take over. I should be so proud of how filthy he is. You know why he loves it when I take over?
Why?
Because it feels good. He knows that because he feels that delicious blood euphoria. It is because that is what he is meant to feel.
What is this one that is not on my bar? I think it's perhaps it is. Oh wait, no, always right is already here. I don't know.
No, you unfuckable rat. Dr. Drain should not be proud of me.
Unfuckable rich.
I'm sick. I'm twisted. I am a filthy motherfucker. Or I would be, if she weren't long dead. Actually, I wonder where old Mama's buried.
Jail for a millennia. Jail for a millennia.
You know, he thinks his mother died of old age. But you know what I think? I think she died of shame. Because she knew I was her real son all along.
Ooh, mommy issues.
Oh, admit it. You know what Dr. Drain is. No matter how great a scientist he may be, Dr. Drain is a creature of pure shame. That is the essence of his being. That is what makes me so strong.
Okay, I'm really stupid. I'm just getting Drain's name, like drain, like draining blood. It took me 6 sessions.
Why, I believe you've inspired something in me. I can add a new sentiment to my feelings about your little doctor. Pity. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Such a shame. Now why must you deny the poor little worm?
Worm.
If he loves science as much as he pretends to, he knows that I am inevitable. He should give in to me.
He should. Oh, I'm stupid. All right, should.
It ain't up to you to decide what Dr. Drain should or shouldn't do. All them shoulds were the thing that made him lock you up in the first place. They're what made him afraid and ashamed, because he was always thinking about what he should be or do. Of course, they were his own creation, but he cannot help it. He knows in his heart that he should... Lord Luridus.
He took back control. Let's go.
Did I give you permission to speak, my little worm?
Get him. Speak up.
I don't need permission. I just wanted to tell you something.
Yeah. All right. Drain.
Oh, he wants to tell me something. Well, go ahead, darling. Tell me something. I shall remember it when I'm shagging a football fanatic in a dumpster.
Oh my god. He's gonna tell himself something.
I accept you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Drain! I'm so proud of you. Good job. Yes, King.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
Yes. Yeah, woo, yeah. Good use of soundboard.
What do you mean you accept me? You cannot accept me. I am your nightmare made flesh. I am the reflection in the mirror you cannot see.
Oh, yeah! Look, we got a new pose. We got a new thing. He's going crazy. Acceptance is not his kink.
Nevertheless, I accept you. I accept your bloodlust. I accept your violence.
Oh my god.
You accept my cock. Yes, I accept even that. I will not deny you any longer. But as you are me, I am you.
Yeah.
I take responsibility for all your actions. I shall feed you and nourish you, and you shall live by the Hippocratic oath I have sworn.
To not cause harm. Beautiful. Oh, Drain, I'm so proud of him.
Dare you to try, you sniveling? No, I do not need to try. You and I are one. I know you. I accept you.
Oh.
And?
Yes.
And I love you all the same.
Give it up for self-love, everybody. Oh, it's beautiful. Yes. W's in chat. He's done it.
Curse you. Curse you both. You sicken me.
Oh, it's beautiful. W for Drain.
You do not sicken me. I accept you.
Wow.
No.
No.
I accept you.
Say it louder.
No!
No. Hold on. No. Oh, my power. It's all love has made me smaller than disappear. Oh, I'm just a tiny little guy now. A flawless client session. Oh, I did it. Oh, look at him. He's got a new pose. He's more relaxed. Yeah. Yes. All right, I'm gonna, and with that, Nova grew 3 times that size that day. Amazing.
Dr. Drain, are you all right? Yes, Sam. I am fine.
He said Sam.
You look fine. I feel fine. It is a very new feeling.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I know what to do with it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but do you want to go down and dance in the club? Dance? Dance. Would I like to dance?
Dance with him!
Yes. Yes, I would like to dance. Let us dance.
Yes, dance with him! The man looks like he's relaxing for the first time in decades, if not centuries. Yes, we're gonna dance with Drain!
I was hoping you wouldn't say yes, but let's go, partner.
You offered, Sam. Yes, we got a boogie.
Come on, on, Sam. Let us cut rugs.
Let us cut rugs.
I ain't much of a dancer. Neither am I. But dancing is what I feel like doing.
Yes.
Guess we're dancing then.
Now, what the hell am I looking at?
No, don't laugh at me, Bert.
Bert, you be nice.
Melanie Pompon. Laughs, obviously.
I guess that explains why Sam doesn't dance.
Crimson,
Show
most
me.
dear, have you seen Samuel? I usually check in with him after a session, but he has disappeared.
Check it out, Sugar Blood.
Sugar blood.
What is he doing?
I think he's goth square dancing.
So he is.
I wish this was animated.
We should not laugh.
He's gonna laugh.
Now circle right and do-si-do.
But then again, that is a should statement.
Laughs at him. Just laughs at Sam.
The master therapist once again enters his domain. Good evening, Samuel.
Man, that's a really good place to leave off, honestly. I mean, I have like 15 more minutes. I'm not sure. Maybe I should, you know what, it's fine. We can continue on. But wow, that was great. I love that. Yay, good for Drain and Sam. Yes, you can go up to the next client at least. Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, come on, Andy. I'm just the right cowpoke in the right place at the right time.
A cowpoke who has a habit of disqualifying the positive. It is ungracious to deny a compliment, my dear.
My dear.
You are an excellent therapist and an inspiring dancer.
Now that's a lie.
All right. That's enough of that.
You are seeing Senora Deste tonight, yes? How do you feel about her progress?
Oh, we're already seeing Senora. That's cool.
I don't know. That lady can really hold some grudges. I think she's starting to think about herself a little more, though.
I wonder, okay, well, I mean, Drain, he seems pretty good in a good space. So I wonder if this will be like the last month where we can see people's progress go. So if I do Senora today, I can do a short session next time.
An ancient grudge is a difficult thing to forget. It can become a part of one's very identity. Vlad Tepes only became Dracula because he was obsessed with the Turks, remember?
Yeah, I don't think the Senora's that far gone.
Do you feel you are prepared for whatever distortions she might bring today?
Well, let me think about that.
I'm going to put fairness fallacy. I'm going to put always right. I'm going to perhaps catastrophizing. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to put in overgeneralization again.
All right, filled my chamber. I'm ready to go.
Gun metaphor.
I don't remember people being like this about crossbows.
Well, you can take the cowboy out of the West, but you can't take the West out of the cowboy.
So it would seem. Well, good luck tonight, Samuel. I will leave you to it.
All right, deep breath, Sammy boy. Here she comes.
Here I come.
Bonanati, Senora.
That's the worst one yet.
What?
It's Italian. I thought I'd learn how to say hello to you properly. Bonanati.
Oh boy. He's trying, but it's so bad.
No, I cannot repeat it. I appreciate your attempt to speak in my language, but please do not attempt to do so again. Good evening. We'll do fine.
She's a lot politer than she was previously.
Good evening, Senora.
I apologize. I am feeling delicate tonight.
Oh, did you hear the little gulp, like the throat adjustment in her voice? Very good.
What's going on, Senora?
The realization that I am merely a repulsive, angry old woman becomes disappointingly clear. It weighs upon me in more than one way.
Labeling.
This can't be coming from nowhere, Senora. What's the deal? Last time we were talking, you seemed to be feeling pretty good.
You want to know why I am disgusted with myself? Here, look.
Oh no, it's the centaur painting. She's disappointed in her painting.
Whoa, hello there.
Is it me? Is it me? Is it Sam? Is it Sam? You put a cowboy hat on that guy, it's Sam.
I know. It is terrible.
No, it's pretty good. I mean, I hate it, but it's good. He's got a cape too. It does look good. It's very good.
I wouldn't say that at all, Senora. In fact, I think it's beautiful. I can tell you put a lot of love into this thing.
It is an entirely juvenile effort. There is nothing redeemable about this rubbish.
No, it's good.
Believe me, Senora, I know horses. You're a heck of an artist.
Horses are very tough to draw.
Then why do I feel nothing but shame when I look upon it? If I feel nothing but disgust, then it is disgusting.
Don't judge your art based on how you alone feel. Feelings ain't reality, and someone else is always going to have another opinion.
They are. They really are. I saw this really good detailed painting of a horse, but then there was like this horse expert who was critiquing it, and the artist was asking for critiques. And the critique was all about the horse, and just like, man, that looked impressive, and it looked spot on to me. But then this horse expert comes along and is like, actually, this is how horses are, because they're kind of fucked up with their legs being long one-finger toes or whatever.
You are indeed correct. But no one will see this insult to Chiron.
Now, what the heck did you go and do that for, Senora?
Oh my god, that gave me a heart attack. She ripped it in two. No.
I did what one should do with garbage. It is better that the world never see such horrors.
The artist dilemma.
If you want to see real horror, ask me to draw anything other than my gun.
Wait. Oh, I get it. Haha.
I mean, what are you really looking for here, Senora? You looking to bring this fella to life with your brush? You think if you don't produce something completely perfect, it's garbage?
Yes. I apply the same standards to myself as I do to everyone else.
Yes.
Leonardo da Vinci once painted an illustration of my city of Mantua for me. It was beautiful.
Objectively,
Leonardo
it was
had
beautiful.
a mastery over art that modern mortals will never understand. But it was full of imperfections. The shape of one of the windows was wrong. The clouds looked slightly unnatural.
How do clouds look slightly unnatural?
I lit the painting on fire rather than let him embarrass himself. So why would I choose to embarrass myself?
Oh my goodness. She set someone else's art on fire? That's pretty heinous.
You lit a Leonardo da Vinci on fire?
I lit rubbish on fire. Da Vinci painted it, but it was still rubbish.
Oh boy.
Dang, that fella must have been terrified of you.
He was, though he had no reason to be. All he had to do was be better. It had nothing to do with me.
Blaming.
Senora, this need for perfection you've got, it ain't doing good things for you.
Distortionception. Found a distortion within a distortion. I mean, I didn't click anything, so I wonder if that just shows up, that achievement.
How can you say this? By demanding perfection, I improve the work of others. I improve the work of myself.
Well, maybe that's true, but you're doing something less useful.
And what is that?
Promoting unrealistic standards.
Senora, your standards are way too high. There ain't no way anyone can reach them.
So you keep saying. But there is nothing wrong with setting a high standard. The problem is the low standards of others. It is shameful to not strive for greatness. I will not tolerate your setting low standards. You will not disgrace my presence with shallow thoughts. Am I understood?
It's not about low standards, it's about setting reasonable standards.
Yes, ma'am. No, wait, I meant to say... Senora, I gotta be honest here. You're terrifying everyone. You're terrifying your artists, your family, even yourself. Failure's a part of life. If imperfection's a mortal sin to you, ain't nobody gonna let you in on their imperfections. Not you, not your husband, and not your son neither.
Ooh.
How dare
Oh!
you? How dare you lecture me, peasant? How dare you suggest that I was anything less than the perfect mother to my Federico?
There's sound effects. Do you guys hear that?
You worm! Ho sputato sulla tomba di tua madre!
She's putting a curse on me.
Federico loved me. He knew that I knew what was best for him. Pull out your cognitive distortions now and I will tear your head from your neck.
I ain't never said Federico didn't love you. All I was saying was...
Zitto! Shut up, fool! You presume to tell me what I know. You, a common murderer! You who can barely speak your own language!
Oh boy, she's out of it. Oh no.
I demanded perfection from my Federico so that he would not end up like his father, a degenerate leper whose penis hung by a thread of putrescent skin. I do not tolerate imperfection! Not from myself, not from this world, and not from my son!
Oh my god. Control fallacy! Control fallacy!
You know what, Senora? If you want to have that kind of control, you're gonna have it all by your lonesome. I'm trying to help you, and you're screaming at me. Why? Because you can't stand being wrong? If I'm too scared to talk to you, what the hell are we doing here? What do you want me to do, lie to you?
Oh, get him.
I ain't gonna do that, Isabella d'Este. If you're looking for perfection, you're only gonna find liars, and that ain't me.
Ooh, you're gonna only find liars. Tell them.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you are right. Oh, Federico, what have I done?
Whew. Oh my god, I almost got eaten.
Hey, it's okay, Senora.
Whoa there.
He barely spoke to me when he came back from the Vatican. Every time I asked him how he was, he would say, "I am fine, mother." Of course he knew better than to talk to me. His father never did. No doubt it was I who drove them into the brothels.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Perhaps this is... I don't know. Is it control fallacy again?
I think that's simplifying things a little, Senora. Your boys made their own decisions. There probably were a lot of reasons they went to the brothels, but putting it all on yourself just ain't accurate. You couldn't read their minds or control their behaviors.
Oh, this was the other one.
Perhaps not. But I am certain their whores did not criticize them as I did. I was only trying to make them demand better of themselves. Why did the world punish me for this?
There's the fairness fallacy.
Senora, you weren't being punished. The world doesn't give out rewards and punishments on its own, no matter what we're intending.
I just learned that 2 nights ago. Or something.
And it definitely ain't singling you out.
Of course. The world does not care for Isabella d'Este. Good intentions count for nothing.
Oh, no.
Now come on. Senora, you're going to extremes again. Good intentions can be their own reward.
Oh, Sam, you are a simpleton. A wonderful, kind, wise simpleton.
Oh, the way you look at me is why Andy has that fan fiction.
Thanks, I guess.
I read my Wikipedia page, you know. It was full of lies and slander. No doubt this is how history remembers me, with slander I have earned.
I think this is fairness fallacy again. Ah, fudge.
I have read the Senora's Wikipedia page, and I believe this is somewhat of an oversimplification on her part.
Perhaps over
I read my Wikipedia page, you know.
generalization.
It was full of lies and...
I don't think a single Wikipedia page is going to determine how humanity remembers you, Senora.
I mean, it's a way a lot of people learn about history, so...
You're one of the most interesting, intelligent people I've ever met. And I bet loads of historians out there would be eager to know the real you.
Let us hope they do not discover who I am. They would be terrified of me, as you so deftly pointed out.
So let's forgive him a few mistakes, huh?
I suppose I must.
I read that Wikipedia page too, Senora. And you know how I read it? The people are in awe of you. They call you the First Lady of the Renaissance, you know.
This only proves that Machiavelli was right. That if one cannot be loved and feared, it is best to be feared.
No. Girl, no.
I think you're a little too down on yourself today, Senora. But here's what I think of Isabella d'Este.
I think you're ambitious.
You're ambitious as hell. From what you told me, it sounds like being a woman in your time wasn't an easy thing.
It still isn't, Sam.
But you proved you were capable of anything, and people had to respect that. Hell, you even ran your own city. You're gutsier than any man I've ever known.
I don't know if she'll like that. We'll see.
I am not sure I like this gutsy word very much, but I suppose I did well for my time.
Senora, you did well for any time, believe me.
I think you're dang smart.
You are so dang smart, Senora. I don't think people these days get an education like yours, and you took it seriously. You know about art, music, philosophy, religion.
Of course, I know much about physics, biology, and mathematics as well. Do not think me simply a woman of the arts.
A real Renaissance woman, as they would probably put it. Yeah?
See what I mean? I'm only 200 some years old, and I think it's going to take me another 200 to know half the stuff you know. You should be proud, Senora.
I think you look great. No, let's try this one.
You know what? You come off as pretty harsh. I think we can agree on that. But you're a caring person. You want the best for the people you care about, no matter how hard it is on you. You literally gave your life to care for your family.
No one has ever called me a caring person before.
Am I wrong? Going through death for family seems like you care a lot.
A little too much, perhaps.
I ain't gonna disagree with you there.
I think you look great. I mean, I do. I think we said this in the first session we saw her, that she is a very classy-looking woman.
Pardon me for saying so, but I see why people were falling over themselves to paint you. You got grace and style such like I ain't never seen back home, not even at a fancy cotillion. Those ladies would probably kill to have your fashion sense.
Well, thank you for saying so, Sam. It is gratifying to know that my eye for fashion is noted. I certainly know how to wear a hat.
Yes! Your hat is my favorite part, honestly.
Well, that thing looks great on you. I doubt I could wear it half as well.
Well, you look pretty good in this cowboy hat. Is she gonna say that?
That is certainly true.
No.
You have been so kind to me. Kinder than I have been to you.
Give some... Flattery will get you somewhere. Make Isabella smile about something. She smiled before, but nice to have the achievement.
You deserve kindness. And you deserve to give yourself some kindness too.
No one has ever spoken to me the way you do.
Whee!
I suppose I never allowed them to. Sam, I know I am old. I know I am difficult. But would you ever consider a woman such as I?
You were my client, miss.
Senora, I'm here to help you on your personal journey. Let's not complicate that.
The boundary line must be maintained.
Of course. I am just being foolish. I am so used to people being afraid of me that, of course, I fall for the first person who is not.
Yeah. Get better standards than me. You have better standards than me. Don't. It's fine. But continue to draw me as a centaur, I suppose.
Senora, I think if you can learn to give people a little room, they're gonna adore you.
What if they see me as weak if I am gentle? What if my bearing was the thing that earned me respect? I do not wish to be discarded and ignored like so many women of my time.
I'm gonna say catastrophizing.
Senora, I don't think anyone could discard and ignore you. You don't exactly fade into the background, you know. You're pulling back a little and letting people make their mistakes doesn't make you weak, and it definitely ain't gonna make them discard you. I'm a pretty gentle fella. You don't think I'm weak, do you?
Well, does she?
No, I do not.
She doesn't. Yay! I've earned respect.
So don't go thinking you are, all right? I'm not saying you gotta be meek, Senora. I reckon that ain't in your nature. I'm just saying to start with compassion. People are doing their best out there, and they deserve your understanding when they ain't perfect.
Yes.
Same goes for you. Don't go ripping up your art because it ain't perfect. Nobody's expecting that from you or anyone, not even Da Vinci.
Yes. I suppose I must resign to the truth. I am powerless before inevitable imperfection. I suppose the Calvinists were right.
Which one is this one? Fairness fallacy? Control fallacy? No.
If Senora d'Este cannot dominate, she sees herself as having no power. I believe you told me of this distortion long.
Now don't go running in the opposite direction, Senora. That ambition comes from you. Not everyone's got it. So, keep striving to be better. Just give yourself a little compassion when you don't meet those super high standards you got. And there ain't nothing wrong with holding other people to a high standard neither. We ain't gonna be gods, but it's good to have ideals.
I believe you are wiser than I, Sam Walls. It is most humbling.
A slow horse who can still get his carrots is quicker than the ones who run past him.
Right.
And then you say something like that, and I am no longer quite so humbled.
Don't be humbled by me, Senora. I'm a simple man, just a more honest one these days. Look, let's remember what brought you in here in the first place. You saw that Space Wars movie and all its problems, right?
Oh, yeah.
I want to give you a challenge. I want you to find a piece of art to like.
It all started with Space Wars.
Anything. A painting, some music, a movie, heck, even a video game. And you enjoy that thing for what it is, not hate it for what it isn't.
Video games are not art.
I appreciate the meta.
Do you know that, Senora? I bet there's lots of video games with redeeming value. One of my clients plays a whole bunch of them.
I do not think they are for me.
Well, fair enough. Just find something, and we can talk about it next time. You can use the internet. I hear it's full of lists of things people like.
There sure are a lot of lists.
Very well. I will do this then. Sam, thank you for being so kind to me.
Well, I'll thank you to join me in being kind to you, okay, Senora? I'll see you in a few weeks.
What a good line.
Yes. Well then. Goodbye, Sam. Until we meet again.
Adios, Senora.
Yay.
Well, a confession of love from the First Lady of the Renaissance.
That's not what you should be focusing on, Andy. Focus, man.
Oh, shucks, she ain't in love with me.
I know, I am teasing. But I am impressed, Samuel. You warmed her dead heart.
It was touch and go there for a bit. I thought she really was gonna rip my head off.
Yeah, that was scary.
But you were not afraid, as she said. They make strong men in the American West.
That's the first compliment about America I've seen.
Tough living will do that to you, sure enough.
Then let us relax. I hear you were dancing the other night.
Oh, nuts.
Do not be embarrassed, Samuel, but let us go downstairs. The night is still young and there's much to celebrate.
I feel like we haven't touched on a lot of the humans, though.
All right, Andy.
Perhaps we
I
won't.
think I'm game for a little R&R.
Okay, we're gonna finish up this night and then call it.
Crimson Sweet Sanguine. Tonight we are celebrating. I am pouring us
Shots,
awesome
shots.
Verona Virgin 1492. A taste of a different time.
Oh my god, 1492.
You know I don't like drinking anything but fresh, Andy.
I know, dearest. This is a rare occasion. Samuel here was able to help a 500-year-old let go of her anger. So let us toast her age.
Oh.
To the Renaissance.
Ugh, that tastes like dirt.
Yuck, I think mine had a clot in it.
A clot.
It's not very good, is it? Oh well. Then let us instead toast leaving the past where it belongs.
Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, I don't think blood ages like wine.
I think I've had my fill of the past tonight already.
I've got a better idea.
Uh-oh, what's gonna happen?
Is that so? Of course, my dearest.
Oh.
I'm delighted for you to share yourself.
Okay, she's gonna give me some of that bartender lawyer blood, that DC blood.
I'd like a little privacy. Come on, cowboy. Follow me to the kink room.
Oh, well, all right then.
Smile, Samuel. You have the favor of a very special woman. It has been too long since I tended my own bar. Go have fun.
Okay, Andy, you have a good night.
I can't remember my
cowboy.
German.
Hi, Crimson.
Look, handsome, there's a reason I wanted to get you alone. Wanted to pick your brain about something. I'm hearing about all these clients of yours being stuck for hundreds of years, and I keep thinking, what if that's me? I've been half dead for 20 years. But do I want it to be 200?
Have you talked to Andy about this?
Yeah, but he's 3,000 years old. 20 years to him is like a month. I'm getting a little jealous of your vamps, if I'm honest. They're all moving forward,
Is she gonna?
but
Oh,
I'm stuck in the same place.
this is not. I thought I was just gonna drink from her, but is she like gonna become a vampire?
I've got Andy keeping me alive, but I'm not sure I'm living. The way I see it, either I decide my time's up, or I decide to become a vampire. So I wanted to ask, what's your favorite thing about living forever?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, this is not the turn I expected. New perspectives, time. I think the time for me personally would be good.
Living for a long time lets you see the world changing in a whole new light. When I was a kid, slavery was a dark part of everyday life. Women were basically property. We didn't have planes, trains, cars, or the internet.
Or automobiles.
From a long-term perspective, you can actually see progress. Crimson, in the end, this is your decision. You gotta decide for your own reasons.
I know. You're right, Sam. It's helpful to get a youngster's perspective, though. Now, are we gonna get to biting?
Okay, now we're gonna get to biting. We just talked about it a little bit. We just you know, touched on it. Now let's get to biting. Yay!
Oh, we're still doing that.
Oh, he's excited though.
Of course we are. Get in here, cowboy.
But her collar. Okay. Here we go. Don't miss.
Ow, maybe you could take that collar off.
I only take the collar off for Andy. You're just gonna need better aim.
Okay, this time I got hurt. Also, I definitely didn't touch the collar.
That is something else.
I don't like the noises.
Not bad, cowboy. But you don't need to bite. Just let your teeth sink in next time. If your partner is relaxed, they'll just slide around.
I don't think that's how it. I don't think that's how it works for biting. But you know what? I don't know anything about that. Okay. Well, okay. Actually, this does make sense. Okay, this does make sense. Because when they draw blood from you. No. Okay, hold on. Don't worry, I got this. When you get a shot, it doesn't hurt if you're relaxed. I've learned this after getting many booster shots over the years. So if you're tense at all, it really hurts with the muscles and stuff. But if you just relax, it won't hurt as much. So yes, okay.
Oh, well, thanks, Crimson. I'll try to remember that.
Bet you're pretty sleepy now, huh?
Yeah, being relaxed helps with that. It's hard when you have nerves, though.
Well, yeah, now that you mention it.
Go get some sleep then, cowboy. And Sam, thank you. I'm glad you're around.
Yeah.
Where else would I be? I'm glad to be of service, ma'am. You have a fine evening.
Samuel, good evening.
Okay.
How is my ever-impressive protege tonight?
We are done for tonight. I'm going to save in the second slot. And we'll probably finish next time, I hope. Let's see, let's exit. Yes. Wonderful. Okay, we made some, our clients made great progress today. And we had a nice long session.
Yeah! Woo!
Oh, yeah! Thank you for Yahoo! And the next ad break was going to start in 4 minutes, but we're just going to close out right here. So thank you for joining me tonight. Good evening to you, and rest in peace. Bye-bye.